Warning! The Stone Age Gamer podcast includes a lot of bad language. Cover your motherfucking ears.
Good evening and welcome to the Stone Age Gamer podcast. I'm Kris Randazzo and joining me tonight is heroic plumber Dan Ryan.
Shut up. Shut up. Don't. I don't want to be associated with this damn show. How dare you.
And joining us soon, and whenever he gets his ass back from Applebee's, international television, interdimensional television, Dean DeFalco. Yes, I just texted him and said, "Hey, where you at?" So I texted him a couple of days, not a couple days ago, yesterday. I said, "You're good for 8:30, right?" And he sends me like a stack of Stone Cold Steve Austin memes, confirming that. I then reconfirmed, "You're good for 8:30," and he said yes. And then I texted him, waiting for him. He's like, "Yeah, I'm across the street at Applebee's. I'll be home soon." So he's going to jump on relatively soon. But anyway, all aboard the Cartoon Express. The SAG Cartoon Express has chugged back into the station this month. We're checking out a classic episode of The Adventures of Super Mario Bros. 3. Just how disgusting are the animated Koopa Kids? Try not to drown in your own kitchen, because the Stone Age Gamer podcast starts now.
That was a long one.
That's what she said. Hi, everyone.
Oh.
No, she didn't. This is episode 522. It's the week of July 12th, 2024, and welcome. For anyone new here, this is the official podcast of StoneAgeGamer.com. Dan and I talk every week about what's happening in the world of video games from a retro gamer's perspective, as well as whatever the heck else is going on in our lives. Speaking of which, how was your 4th of July, Dan? Did you celebrate all the glory that is the United States of America?
Oh, just we left out milk and cookies for Hulk Hogan.
As you do,
because he came out to Real American. His old theme music is fucking great. It was fun. We I don't know. We're kind of at the stage where, there's something wrong with my children.
I think it's genetic,
like,
Dan.
All right. No, it's very possible. So it's the town I live in did the fireworks on the 3rd, for whatever reason.
Because they can't count.
It's July 4th. 3, sir. 3. 5 is right out. So they did the fireworks on the 3rd, and I came back, and so where we live, it is maybe 100 yards to a parking lot of a restaurant where you can see the fireworks perfectly. Okay. And nobody goes to this parking lot to watch the fireworks. They all go to the shopping center that's maybe, half a mile down the road, because you can see it very well, obviously, from the shopping center as well. But it's like a ShopRite and a Home Depot and a PetSmart, like big old shopping center, right?
Right.
Everybody piles into there. It's a son of a bitch to get out of. Traffic gets crazy like it does for 4th of July fireworks. So I was like, all right, family, we're going to walk down to the parking lot, and we're going to sit, and we're going to watch fireworks. It's going to be dope. And Tiff was like, my head hurts. I don't want to go watch fireworks. And I was like, okay, that's fine. It's like, come on, children. And Katie was like, yeah, I'm kind of over fireworks. And I was like, there's something.
What do you mean over fireworks?
Let's get 15 years old. If fireworks no longer hold the luster that they once did, the world is beating you down, and I'm very sorry about it. Because fireworks are fucking amazing. Always. Every time. I've seen fireworks for 43 years now. Multiple times per year. Somebody's like, hey, you want to go watch some fireworks? I'm never like, nah, that's fine. I don't need to go see. Yeah, of course I do.
This is the parfait conversation from Shrek right here, except you're talking about fireworks.
It is.
And parfaits.
Who doesn't like parfaits? Fucking sit.
Also, hey, let's get some parfaits. No, I don't want no parfaits.
All right. So Penn and I walked down there, and we just sat and chatted, and we met a lovely couple who pulled up, and they were like, can you see can you see the fireworks from back here? And we were like, yes, stop. Don't fucking tell anybody else. Because I don't recognize you. You don't know if this is where the fireworks are supposed to be seen from, which means somebody told you to come over here. Fucking don't tell anybody else. Stop it. This is our little spot. You fucking dickheads are ruining it. Your children and your friends. Stay out. But it was lovely. It was great. Penn and I just sat there, watched the fireworks, and walked home. It was awesome. And then for the 4th of July, we, what was that, yesterday?
Yeah, that was yesterday.
Oh, God. I started playing Metroid Zero Mission. That's what I did for the 4th of July.
Right.
Yeah. And then finished it today. We'll talk about that in a minute, though.
I was going to say, it's a pretty short game.
It's not
going to take you
long.
all day. But, yeah, we thought we had a similar situation for the fireworks, but it turns out that we didn't. There was a place nearby that we went up with my friends to go see the fireworks at the end of her street. And, we parked at her house and walked down there because a couple of years ago, apparently, that street was, loaded with people. And so we started walking, and there's nobody there. But we had the kids, we got some sparklers and some glow-in-the-dark necklaces. So everybody had a good time. But we couldn't see shit. The fireworks display was so far away that when we finally, because we were there for 2 hours, when they finally got off, the kids could not have cared less. They're like, no, they're so far away, I can't even see them. They were tiny.
That sucks.
Yeah, so, but everybody had a good time. And so sometimes at night, when I put Ellie to bed, we'll watch these Facebook reels of various just various cooking things. And a couple of months ago, we came across this s'mores dip that Ellie was like, we have to make that. And I looked at her you know what? I think you're right. We do have to make that for 4th of July. And so we did it. So it's you get a little casserole dish, and you line the bottom with chocolate bars. Just fill the whole thing. I used 6 Hershey bars to cover the bottom.
Okay.
And then you just get marshmallows, and you dip them real quick in water, and then roll them in colored sugars, and make the pattern of an American flag, which we did.
Gross.
And then,
liking it a little less.
And then you use the graham crackers as chips. And I'll I'm going to send you a picture of the way it came out. And it was absolutely delicious. I think this picture is actually from before it was baked, but when it baked, it poofed out a bit more, and it was absolutely delicious. Sure. Just delicious stuff.
Aw, that is cute,
right? It's friggin' adorable.
Yeah, that's cute.
And so we met my friend's puppy, whose name is Brookie, and she's absolutely crazy. I would send you a picture, but I could not get a picture that's not motion blurred because the dog would not stop moving.
This is a puppy.
Yeah, here, this is the best picture I got. This is great podcasting, by the way. That's the best picture I got, and even that is really just a little shaky cam there. Good times. But yeah, there was we got new camping chairs because our old camping chairs were literally disintegrating under our asses. So I went to BJ's to try and get it. Yeah, they were having some sales on some camping chairs, and I went there and sat down on one. This was the $50 chair. Right? It was on sale for $50, and it was like a director's chair. It had its own cooler bag built into the side. It folded up.
Ooh.
And then on the other side, it had a table that folded up. I was like, all right, $50. That seems like a lot of good for those features. However, the chair wasn't all that comfortable. And on top,
that's kind of where it all falls down.
On top of that, it doesn't fold into a bag. You have to it just folds up like a chair, like a folding chair. So there's no easy way to carry it. Those are two pretty significant deal breakers as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, two pretty big strikes against.
Yeah. So on the other side, BJ's also had this extra large poofy foldy chair. Now this one did fold into a bag, but it also didn't really have arms to rest your arms on. It was kind of like a papasan chair almost, but a folding camping chair. And it was also ugly as sin. So I was like, all right, this is pretty comfortable, but it's hideous, and it's not that comfortable for my arms. This isn't doing it for me. And that one was on sale for $45. So I'm out and about, and I'm thinking to myself, well, I still need to get blue sugar for this American flag thing. So let's go see. Let's go see what Target has. And I get to Target, and they have for $30 a piece these wonderful little camping chairs. They're for fat people, so they can hold up to 400 pounds, or like the extra large ones.
Ooh,
it's very comfortable.
Yeah, love that.
It doesn't have a cooler, but it does have. And it has a regular cup holder and an extra large cup holder for water bottles. It's like, all right, big fat win. And then it has a little bag that hangs down at the side that you could put like books or your phone in. It's like, all right, this is it. And it's green. I like green. They're lighter than the ones that are over BJ's, so I'm sold. So we bought 2 of those, and we got new camping chairs just to bring out and not sit on when we didn't watch the fireworks.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. Well, we carried them around for a while last night. It was great.
We didn't even bother taking chairs with us.
Well, I didn't know what I was walking into. I thought we were going down to like near a beach or something like that, and I can't sit on the ground for very long. I have terrible circulation, so I was like, yeah, I'm bringing chairs, and we needed chairs anyway because we're going to start going to the beach soon. And
sure,
because it's summer and we live right by the beach, so we would go to the beach, but we can't take our old chairs to the beach anymore because whenever we sit on them, like flakes of the chair will fall out from the bottom, and it's like, you know what? One of these days, very soon, we're going to sit on it and we're just going to fall straight through, and that's going to be very embarrassing. So we need to make that be hilarious. Yeah, it's going to be hilarious for whoever isn't the one that falls through.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the wonderful things that I'm discovering here is, and because I don't know if it's stress or related to whatever illness is currently plaguing me, but my hip and my knee have been killing me, and like my lower back, it's probably stress, right? Like it's most likely I'm just stressed to the fucking rafters. And it just all tightens up. So like we're there watching the fireworks, and I'm like, all right, got to stand up. And after a couple minutes, I'm like, all right, got to sit down. This is my life now. This is just what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Pain in the ass.
Right in the ass.
I did get some news, which I think I talked last week, where... Sorry, I just had to adjust my seat again.
I mean, you did talk last week. It is what we do every week.
I think I had mentioned last week that I had gotten the results from the biopsy, and they were inconclusive.
Yeah, and they were like, you need a fancier biopsy. We need a double biopsy this shit.
You need to move on to an excisional biopsy.
Biopsy so, extreme, level 2.
Yeah, pretty much. So naturally, first thing Monday morning, I start calling, right?
Of course.
Start calling around, and trying to get a hold of somebody at the interventional radiology where I had my other biopsy done, because that's what was listed. That's what was written on the paper, okay? And consult with interventional radiology for this biopsy. Because the thing about this is that I have to meet with the doctor first before the biopsy is performed, because this is technically a surgery. Like, I am going to get put under for this. This isn't like I pop in and like, oh, we jab you with a needle a couple times. Like, nope, this involves cutting me open. Okay. So I have to have a consultation before I can even have the biopsy done. Right. So I call a bunch of people Monday. I leave a bunch of messages. I talk to my doctor's office. They're like, same thing with the last time I went through it. And they're like, just keep calling. We'll keep calling. Okay, no problem. Tuesday morning rolls around. I get a hold of somebody at interventional radiology. I'm like, hey, this is what's going on. My doctor sent over this order. And she goes, oh, we were actually just talking about you. And I was like, Not a great fucking sign. It's not exactly what I want to hear, or maybe it is. I'm not entirely sure how to feel. And she was like, your doctor sent this to the wrong place. Interventional radiology won't do this procedure because it's cutting you open. This is ear, nose, and throat. ENT is the department that's going to handle this. Our doctor here in charge of the IR department sent your information over, sent a note over. You can wait to hear back from them. And I went, no, nope, not waiting. And she went, I didn't think so. I'm going to transfer you over. Okay, cool. No problem. So she transfers me over to ENT. And I get a very nice lady on the phone, and I explain to her the whole situation. She looks up the chart, and she goes, yep, we would definitely handle this. I see that your doctor put it in wrong. That's okay. It happens all the time. Don't even worry about it. We'll get you in for an appointment. Okay? And I said, I said, this is kind of a big deal. Like, if you could give me an appointment yesterday, I'll be there. Somehow. I'm not entirely sure, but I'll figure it out. And she was like, oh, that's funny. And she's looking
yeah, you're
back
very
and
clever.
She's like,
never heard that one before.
Nope, never heard that one before. So she's scrolling, and I can hear the wheel on the mouse, like scrolling. She goes, oh, okay. We have an opening. I said, yeah, when? She goes, November 24th. And I went, fuck you. Nope, that's a no for me, dog. Sorry. That's not going to work at all. I was like, November? I said, ma'am, not to put too fine a point on it, but we're trying to determine what type of cancer is currently afflicting me, because my lymph nodes are bigger than 2 centimeters, and anything bigger than 2 centimeters is considered cancerous. And she went, no problem. Let me transfer you over to MD Anderson, the cancer center at Cooper Hospital.
In that case, December.
In that case, never. Fuck you. Deal with it. No. She was like, let me transfer you over to MD Anderson. It's the cancer center. They'll be able to get everything in quicker. They have their own separate team, whatever. Is that Dean? I don't have the screen up.
It might be.
Hello, Dean.
Oh,
Good evening.
It smells like Dean in here.
I'm tough on grime, guys. I'm real tough on grime.
Excellent. All right, shut the fuck up.
I want to know the story. All right, while Dan's telling the story, get yourself recording. I do want to know what you ate at Applebee's, but not more than I want to hear about Dan's cancer situation.
I'm already going. Check. We're good.
Boom.
Continue.
No, excellent. All right,
Done.
So back to business.
So anyway, I get transferred over to MD Anderson, and lady picks up like first ring, and I'm like, all right, sweet. We're getting into this. I explained the whole story. She goes, oh, you need a biopsy. I was like, yeah. She goes, okay, let me transfer you to the scheduling department. Transferred over to the scheduling department. Hello, thanks for calling interventional radiology. I went, oh, fuck you. Are you kidding? I'm back where I started. This is some horse shit. No. Gonna hang up. I'm gonna try again. So, I hung up. I went and yelled about it for a couple minutes. And then I called back 10 minutes later, talked to a totally different person. She was very lovely. She was able to get me in for a consultation, that first step, on July 15th. So that is still 8 days away from today, or something like that, or 9 days away from today.
Yesterday was the 4th of
10
July.
days, fuck. Yesterday was the 4th. Fuck, I don't know what day it is anymore. So it's 10 days away from today, which fucking sucks. But, hopefully when I go to see the doctor on the 15th, it's like 8 o'clock in the morning. Be like, all right, doc, here's what's going on. This has been an issue since Memorial Day. We all kind of know what's going on here, and we're just kind of staring at our dicks and letting it happen, and I'm not really super thrilled with that. So if we could, hopefully speed the process along here, because otherwise I'm just going to the vet where Tiff works, and I'm having him cut it out. So, Because that's the thing. Like, I started looking up some information.
They've got the talent.
He does. They do it to fucking dogs all the time. They cut shit out of them. If you could take out a uterus, you could take out a fucking lymph node. I'm sure of it.
Okay.
I'm not sure of it, but I'm willing to.
Look, you offered to do my dental work. I'm hereby offering. I have some very nice box cutters here.
Let's do it.
I'm offering to take care of it for you.
Let's do it.
You're going to have to tell me where they are.
Stick.
I don't know. Yeah,
what
just
they look like?
Well, I can aim. I can slash. I'll give you a piece of wood just like that pregnant lady in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Yeah. I don't think you're going to miss them. That's kind of the thing. If I turn my head to the side, I look like I have a fucking bolt sticking out of the side of my neck. Like, they're not unnoticeable.
But everyone wants to have Halloween all year round, Dan, and now you can.
You're not wrong, Dean.
Pain and silver. So you got this shit.
So
own it.
Hopefully, we will get, come the 15th, we will get some sort of progress. And because, like I was saying, I looked it up last night because I was just curious. Because I feel like I have cancer. I know I have cancer. I don't know what type. And that is maddening, right? Any lymph nodes bigger than 2 centimeters are cancerous. Mine are 4 centimeters. At least they were a week ago. I don't know if they're bigger than they were, okay? So, we can say the word, I have it. Okay, what is the typical time to diagnosis, right? I'm curious about that. So I looked it up, and the average time to diagnosis from when you suspect you have a symptom to a doctor coming back and saying, yes, you have cancer, it is this type. The average in this country is 156 days.
That's too many days.
Isn't that fucking absurd?
Yeah, that's way too many days.
One of the most important things with cancer is to get it as early as possible.
That's way longer than my guess.
Well, to identify it early as possible. You don't want to get cancer as early as possible. That's what I'm saying. That's the worst thing to get it
the minute you possibly can. No, to identify it and fucking start dealing with it as early as possible. And the average being 156 days is just madness to me. But Tiff and I started talking about it of like, there's not like a specialty office to go to around here anyway. I don't know what it's like in other states or other countries, but I'm not going to, I'm going to meet the doctor and then the biopsy will be done in a surgical suite. Like, there's not a separate office to handle these types of things. And you would think there might be with the amount of people that are diagnosed with cancer every year. It just seems very strange.
Well, I mean, it takes so long to get it right because you just want to make sure you're getting it right the first time because you don't want to misidentify cancer. You don't, I mean, do you,
for sure.
Do you want to be racist towards cancer? Do you want to be the guy that's known as the racist towards cancer? I don't think so.
I mean, we're still not entirely sure that it's not just like 2 lymph nodes hanging out next to each other.
I'm still hoping for the bolt in his neck.
I don't know. You say 4 inches? Maybe it's two lymph nodes decided to team up, and they're like, you know what?
Centimeters. Inches would be a fucking big situation. That's real big, Chris. I don't know. Have you
looked at a ruler lately?
4 inches is not great in some aspects, but for a lymph node is a fucking disaster.
Then you can definitely paint it silver.
Yeah. If it was 4 inches, this is my last episode.
Because I'm off to be studied.
Yeah, somebody is going to have to look at me.
No, dude, you're looking at this the wrong way. Your optics are all wrong. You're talking about going off the podcast. I say we have a new podcast member. That's all.
Yeah, it might be at this point.
Strap some headphones on it, give it a mic.
Start talking. It'll be sentient.
At 4 inches,
Jesus
it might
Christ. Be. God.
I'm sorry, Dan.
So anyway.
I hope you're okay. I don't mean to make light of it, but I hope you're
it's
right.
fine. Because that's the thing. Like, so now I find myself faced with another 10-day wait of, okay, should I be doing something? Like, should I be eating spinach? Should I be watching less porn? More porn?
No, more porn, if anything. Live it up, man. I mean, look,
it's very odd. I don't know what to do with my hands.
It's a long time. It's a long time to be in your head. I completely understand that, especially with radio silence, because no one's gonna fucking call you from the doctor's office to check up on you and be like, "Hey, how you doing? Don't worry, it's all gonna be good." Nah, none of that. Just fucking silent.
Cannot shake the issue of Dan with like a fistful of Popeye style spinach in one hand, his dick in the other.
I don't know what to do.
Just pounding back spinach, furiously beating his meat to porn.
I thought he was using the spinach as lube, so that's a lot better than my thought.
Yeah.
Got a beanstalk down there.
Looking up Popeye porn.
Maybe it's a fucking thing.
Have you seen the way olive oil is built? I don't think anyone wants any of that.
Popeye's giant tumor arms.
Yeah, right? Popeye needs to go to a fucking doctor. Tell you what.
When he gets excited, his arms just get bigger.
Yeah, so
get smaller because that's where the blood comes from.
I just find myself, I felt so bad. We were watching The Boys last night, and after we watch an episode, we go outside and we talk about it. Me and Tiff, right? So go outside and we're talking about it, and she was like, "Oh, she got like a text from her boss or from somebody." And she was like, hold on a second. And I was like, it's all right. I got time. Or maybe I don't. And she looked at me and like, because that's not funny. It's not. Like, it's how I'm dealing with it. But like, she looked at me and she was so instantly upset. And I was like, I am so fucking sorry that I said that shit out loud. I am really, really sorry, but I don't know how else to handle it. You know, it's very odd.
Dan, say all the weird dark shit.
Another 10 days before it's even a consultation. You know.
I mean, I'm not a fan of the medical industry and insurance and how that all works. So I'm not gonna make it any worse by just spewing venom.
Well, and like I said, 156 days or whatever is the average to diagnosis. I'm a little over 30. So like I still got like 4 months ahead of everybody else, but I don't care because they're not me.
What do you want me to diagnose it? I'll diagnose it. What do you want? What do you want it to be?
Right. Nothing. I want it to be gas.
All right, well, Dan, it's gas. That's all it is.
You got gas cancer. All you got to do is fart it out.
You're fine. If you see something brown, flush it down. There you go. It's all like all you had to do was fucking ask us, man.
We know what we're talking about. We're the professionals here.
Yeah,
obviously.
Barking up the wrong tree.
Smoking blunts with Johnny Hopkins and Sloan Kettering for months, man. Blaze that shit up.
So that's where I'm at. So in order to combat my madness, I decided that I was going to play through the mainline Metroid series. So not the Prime trilogy, right? Because I only have the one physical. I could play the other ones emulated or whatever. I didn't want to do that. I'm just going to play the main 2D Metroid games. So I started Zero Mission. I played through that. And that, I don't know if anybody knows this. It's a really good fucking game.
Yeah. That game's no joke.
It's really, really good. Like, every time I play through, because like you said earlier, Chris, it's not a very long game. It'll take you 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever.
It's nice and snappy. Gets to the point.
Yeah.
No foreplay.
Every time I play through it, I'm just so consistently impressed with how fucking good it is. It's such a smart update of the original title. And I started it, I finished it today because, I was playing little bits and pieces and whatever. And we had to stop because we had to watch The Acolyte and we had to watch The Boys and, whatever else. So I finished it today and then I started looking around. I cannot find my copy of Samus Returns.
Samus Returns? Oh, no.
Dread.
That's weird.
I have them both physical. I don't know where the fuck they are. So that's what I'm doing tomorrow, is I got to look for them so I can fucking play the goddamn... Because I was like, I'm going to play through the mainline Metroid games in order. Fuck other M. Like, I'm not doing the Prime shit. I'm not doing Federation Force, all of that. I'm just going to do the 2D Metroidvania shit in order. It's going to be awesome.
I'm only going to do Federation Force.
That's the only one I have left. It's the only Metroid game I haven't played to completion.
You can play... Isn't that the one with the multiplayer? Like, isn't that the whole point of it?
Yeah, you can play it with, like, bots, and it's not good. It's just not. It's really slow-paced. It's really obnoxious to play on the 3DS. I just did not gather any joy from it. I'm sure if I had 3 other people with 3DSs and copies of the game, I would have a good time, but I don't have that in my life. So
no.
Don't do it.
That one's probably just going to remain unbeaten for all time.
I think Marie Kondo would agree with you. If it does not spark joy,
it does not. Yeah, exactly.
Don't do it.
Spark joy.
And like, I was really looking forward to jumping into Samus Returns today because it's so fucking good.
It is.
I hope you find it,
but only if you have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I mean, even without having it, it's still good.
I wish
the lack
it
of
was
it
on
not being
Switch.
in my possession does not diminish the quality of the game.
I wish very much that was on Switch with better controls, because the Switch has more buttons and obviously upscaled visuals. Don't even need to be all that pretty. The game's pretty enough as it is. I just want to sit back and play it on my TV with an actual controller. I'm so tired of playing games on 3DS.
That's all I want.
I just don't enjoy it anymore.
Do you play a lot of games on 3DS?
I do, actually. I play them like when I'm putting the kids to bed, like when they're brushing their teeth or whatever. I'm usually just either sitting in my bed. I'm either playing 3DS or I'm playing, or I'm dicking around on my phone. Tonight I've played through Art Style Pictobits again because I friggin' love that game. See, that one I don't mind playing on 3DS because it's perfect for it. It's a touchscreen game, so that works. But like right now I'm playing a 3D Classic Kid Icarus again. And because that's by far the best way to play that game, but it's only on 3DS, fair. And it's like, come on, I just want to play this on my TV. Why are you hiding it from me?
I mean, when was the last time? You can't put Kid Icarus on a Switch, though.
Clearly not. At least not in that form.
Yeah, I was going to ask, is it just the NES one that's available on there?
What, on Switch?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the original NES game.
Okay.
I mean, you can play the Famicom Disk System version if you have the Japanese NSO thing, which is, again, the same game with some different sound. But yeah, they haven't put Myths and Monsters on the Game Boy app yet. I'm sure it's coming someday, but it's not there yet. And my begs and pleads to the stars to port Kid Icarus Uprising to a platform that has a controller that have continued to go unanswered. Maybe someday, but today is not that day.
I mean, I'm for it if that makes you feel any better.
It does make me feel better, actually.
Good. I mean, it's not going to do anything because I'm no one, but I'm happy it made you feel better.
Well, what have you been? So is that everything you've been playing, Dan? Just Zero Mission and then looking for your copies of other Metroids? That's it. What about you, Dean?
I'm currently looking through boxes down here, and I just found fucking burned copies of Season 1 of Little Britain, so that's not fucking helpful.
Oh, fuck yeah, man. Just do a rewatch. Season 1, Little Britain. Yeah. I love that for us. Patreon fucking stretch goal. If you fucking donate how much? I don't know, $5,000. We'll do a season 1 rewatch of Little Britain on Twitch. Yeah. We'll do it on Kick, because apparently that's the Wild West on there. You get away with anything you want.
Ooh, it's exciting. All right, so I just found
the Phillies
the box.
are up 5-2.
I just found the box for Samus Returns.
That's a step in the right direction.
Is there anything in the box though, Dan?
There's paper.
There's a note that says I owe you one Samus Returns.
God damn it. Anyway, there's a fucking copy of Just Dance 2014 for the Wii down there.
Well, thank God.
Hang on to
That's
that.
where my copy went.
CDs. Just found on my an Anchorman. Ooh, Friday. I should watch that with the kids. They'll love it.
Friday?
Yeah, we watched Blazing Saddles last week.
Okay, then. Well,
Friday's pretty fucking tame compared to Blazing Saddles.
I mean,
also a fucking hilarious movie. It just if we're talking like laugh per minute, Friday's pretty fucking high up there.
Oh, I think it's a great movie. How old are your kids again?
15.
Oh, okay. All right. No, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean,
I thought they were
to
younger.
Put it into perspective, Dean, when I was 15, I was hanging out with this girl who was older than me. She picked me up and we drove to her friend's house. And
do you have a Miss Robinson situation going on, Dan?
Before we got to the making out, she was like, "Let's watch this movie I just picked up," and it was fucking Clerks. So, like, I watched Clerks at 15. I think my kids could watch Friday. You know?
All right. I mean, that story sounds like it was going to go other places, too. So, like, I mean...
Well, I'm not gonna elaborate.
Jesus, Dan. You're doing a lot at 15.
We could talk, Dean. That's a podcast for another podcast. I think I was 15. Maybe I was 16. No, Clerks came out in 94. Yeah, I was 15.
Okay.
I was right.
All right.
Yeah, her name was Wendy.
Sounds like a lovely lady.
Oh, she was great. She could drive. It was really all.
Is that all you remember? Just nothing, no personality. Just she had a car.
No, she could drive. She worked at a movie theater.
She had a 94 Dodge Neon.
No, just maybe. I don't fucking remember. No, what did she? I think she drove a Miata, actually.
Ooh.
Like, fold my big ass into a Miata.
Wow. Yeah.
To go get some at 15. Yeah, so this is what I'm saying. That's what I was doing at 15. My kids are upstairs playing fucking Dragon Adventures on Roblox. Like, I think we could watch Friday. It'll be all right.
Fuck us, Dragon. You know what? I don't want to know.
I think it's called Dragon Adventures. No.
Was it like a mini game on Roblox?
There's a whole bunch of Roblox shit. Anyway, I would call them down, but Kris wants to go to bed at some point. So
we're going to go to bed at some point?
I will not have them explained.
All right, fine. Fine, then let's keep it moving. Kris, you had a question, I think.
Yeah, I just wanted to know what you've been playing this
lately. I've been gone for a little bit. I've been busy. I've been very, very busy. So firstly, I completed Deep Rock Galactic.
What was that shit?
I'm turning on my tablets for Gambler. What do you mean, what's that shit?
Unfucking professional bullshit.
What?
Yeah, it's this whole thing where Kris is a degenerate gambler now. It's the story arc for this season of the Stone Age Gamer podcast. We're seeing where it goes.
Would you stop making that noise? These tablets, I swear to fucking God, these tablets are such garbage. This one just updated, and clearly it updating means that me telling it that to not have volume on anymore no longer counts.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, that's accurate.
I told this thing, be quiet, and sound? Because there's no volume on this thing either. It's just fucking bullshit. These things are... No, the volume's down, so what are you making noises for? Oh, I hate you.
Because it's not on silent, Kris. You got to turn it on silent so the notifications are off. It's different.
System sound.
All of it dead.
There.
So what have you been playing, Dean?
Yeah, what have you been playing while I try to figure out these piece of shit tablets?
All right. So, I completed Deep Rock Galactic Survivor, which is another Vampire Survivor sort of game, just with another theme. And then they released an update that made it bigger, better, uncut. So I went back to start playing that again, and there's a whole lot more, like, hours and hours and hours worth. So I just kind of sort of dialed it back a little bit because I was like, all right, I'm not going to get these achievements anytime soon. So that happened. And then I moved on over to Bounty of One, which is, again, another Survivors game. I think there's a theme going on here, and this one is like a Western setting. And yeah, I beat the shit out of that one. That one took a while. That's actually like a very, very hard like Survivors game. So if someone's looking for something like somewhat challenging, maybe you go that route because it's cool. It's only $10 too, and they just released DLC for it, so there's a lot to offer there. Then on the summer sale, fucking Castle Crashers goes on sale for $1.25 from its normal price of $20. I did not have Castle Crashers on my PC, so I said, fuck it. I haven't played it yet because I haven't really had time, or like it's a kind of a multiplayer game, so I kind of want someone to play it with. But yeah, I'd like to play that, and then I'd also like to get the new Alien Hominid game they did, Invasion, I think it's called.
Oh yeah.
So it's Alien Hominid, like, but like with a progression system.
It's super recent, right?
Yes, yeah, I want to say like maybe a month or two ago.
Yeah.
Okay, still not done. I'm gonna keep moving on. I played the Crab Souls game. What's it called? Another Crab's Treasure?
Oh, how was that?
I haven't played all the way through it, but I've played like, I want to say 5 or 6 hours. It's way tougher than I thought it was going to be. I thought this was going to be like kind of more like child survivors thing. It's not. It's hard. It's pretty fucking hard. Really cool though. The writing's awesome. It's definitely more of a more adult, mature game, and it's a very like much a what do you call it? Not a spokesperson. A message for like pollution in the world. So like it's a game with a a little bit of a theme and message there. I think it's very good so far. I don't know what this game released for. I don't think it's a $60 game, but like if it released for like $40, I'd totally pay $40 for that game. It's fucking cool as shit.
I think that's what it was. I don't think it was 40? A full 60.
Okay. Yeah, so well worth the price. Fun fact, did not know this is made by the same people that made Going Under, which is kind of like a roguelike that came out, I want to say like 4 years ago, where you're basically working at like an Amazon sort of corporation, and Amazon's telling you that you need to go and plunder the husks of the old companies that they've crushed under their acquisitions. So that's a pretty neat game, and they have a bunch of Easter eggs. So if you played that game, you'll get a kick out of that. That was really cool. There's one other thing I'm pretty sure I played. We talked about Liza P. I'm pretty sure last time I was on. That maybe that is. Oh no, I finally got around to playing the first South Park game, Stick of Truth, and that game's a lot of fun. I can't say I'm a giant South Park fan, but it's just like it's a really good RPG. Don't let your kids play it, but like totally, I think most adult gamers should play that game. It is way better than I thought it was going to be. The way the party system works is interesting because it's a little bit more personal. It's really just you and one other person, but you get to pick that other person out of like a larger pool. So yeah, that was cool. I know that's old news, but I mentioned a bunch of new games, so fuck you guys. I don't know if anyone's got a problem with that. Come at me on Twitter at Kimono_Vesselord. Look, I just plugged myself. Yeah, all right, yeah. So I mean, that's been it. I think it's a lot of hours in games. So yeah, I've just been trying to complete what I can here and there. Oh, I think I mentioned I got all the achievements on Helldivers 2. So that pretty much ended my involvement with that game because it hasn't been doing great since I think the second or third month it's been out. So I've been one of the people who have abandoned that, much of its user base. Sadly.
How dare you?
Yeah, I know. I mean, it was fun, but once all my friends stopped playing, I had zero interest in playing with any random people. I'm not in games to make
That's
friends.
Fair.
I'm just in them to keep the friends that I have.
To make money.
Yeah.
Get bitches.
That was, always the reason at 5 years old. At 5 years old, Dan, that's what I told myself. Make money, get bitches, playing Sonic the Hedgehog, man.
My kids have recently discovered South Park. And they will send me TikToks of their favorite clips or whatever. And I had to send them back. My favorite clip is when the South Park movie, when Eric starts losing his mind in class and he starts saying fuck all the time. He's fuckity fuck. And Mr. Garrison starts yelling. It's the one that ends with I'm sorry. Why don't you suck my balls, Mr. Garrison? Which is very, very funny. But there's a line right before that, which is just, it fucking puts me on the floor every time because Eric calls Kyle a fucking Jew at some point in there. And he's like, dude, you can't fucking say that. You can't say the F word. And Cartman goes, what, Jew? So fucking funny. Fucking puts me on my ass every time. Anyway, that's my South Park story.
I mean, I hope your kids enjoy South Park. I don't see why they wouldn't.
They like South Park way more than they should. But again, they're 15. It's fine. That movie's funny as shit, by the way. If nobody has seen the South Park movie, spoilers, it's fucking hysterical.
It's one of the funniest movies I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah,
I'm also not the hugest South Park fan in the world, but I swear to God, that was some of the hardest I have ever laughed in a movie theater in my life.
I mean, how funny is that fucking... You can't say the F word. What, Jew? It's so fucking funny. That's up there with Ghostbusters, with Dan Aykroyd, where they're fucking creeping through the library, and he turns to Bill Murray and he goes, listen, you smell something? It's that level of fucking funny.
Oh shit! I saw the new Ghostbusters. That was really well. I've seen all the Godzilla movies that have come out and the new Ghostbusters, so I'm caught up on movies that I wanted to see too. Yeah,
my God! I turned you off.
You didn't. It's a lie.
I went into the settings. I turned off. I'm currently doing it, and it's not even the Gambler app. It's just the thing. I don't know what it's making noises at me for. Piece of shit.
Gamble with Samsung. I feel like there's a John Lovitz fucking Satan Mephistopheles bit in there somewhere. I'm not going to attempt to do, but because a couple of our audience members would be like, oh, fuck yeah, John Lovitz is Mephistopheles. That shit is hilarious. You remember the People's Court episode? Fuck yeah, dude, that shit's hysterical.
And then the other 90% are going to be like, who the fuck is John Lovitz?
Dean, are you one of the people going, who the fuck is John Lovitz?
No, come on, dude. I loved Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, he was great in Cliffhanger.
Whoa, shut up.
Shut up.
And now you want to see Cliffhanger with John Lithgow. Now you want to see every John Lithgow movie with John Lovitz replacing him.
Oh,
and
God,
vice versa.
stop. You know what? All right. No, you know
Tell
what?
me
Maybe an Anaconda.
No. Tell me you don't want to watch The Critic with John Lithgow instead of John Lovitz.
I want to watch Dexter with John Lovitz instead of John Lithgow. See how that works out.
Good God. Fucking
there's an alternate reality somewhere where that is the reality, and I want to be there. Just for an afternoon.
You know, I think Lovitz would be up for it. Just a one-off episode, fucking spoof Dexter, or maybe even is. I don't mean this in a mean way because I legitimately don't know, and I do respect him as an actor. Is John Lithgow still alive? I hope so.
I think so.
I don't think so.
Oh, that was two different answers.
He's a fucking crazy person.
Is he?
Oh, yeah.
Have you met John Lithgow? What did he do to you? Did he, like, steal your car and, like, fill it up with just paraquats?
No, he came out and he was all super Trumpy.
Was it?
John Lithgow? Really?
No.
Or no, not Lithgow. Who am I thinking of? Fuck,
God damn it. Okay, like, we had a fucking close call. Can you at least apologize for that?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I'm sorry, John Lithgow. Sir Jonathan Lithgow. Who the fuck am I thinking of?
Sir
John Cassavetes. No, that's not it either.
John Cassavetes.
Fucking
Jesus
John
Christ.
Voight. That's who I was thinking
well,
of. I was
like,
thinking of John Voight.
John Voight was never fucking cool.
He was never in Harry and the Hendersons.
No, he wasn't. That's true.
I want to see The Critic with John Voight now. That's what I want to fucking see.
The fuck's that movie
John
with
Voight, John Lovitz, John Lithgow, and John Cena all to do something together?
You wouldn't even know that John Cena's in it, though.
That's right.
Just
Couldn't
can't see him.
When Tiff lived in California, way back in the day, like fucking 30 years ago at this point. This was back in the day when they used to still send phone books out to people. Like, you would just come home and it'd be like, hey, you want to stalk somebody? Here's their fucking information. It's right here. No problem. Where they live, their phone number. It's fucking great. You can find literally everyone. That's how we doxed back in the day. So they sent out the fucking phone book to everybody. You come home, it's on your front porch. Tiff said she came home one day, she grabs the phone book and she throws it on the counter. And she happened to throw it face down. So the back cover is facing up into the air. And a little bit later on, she goes back and out of the corner of her eye catches an About the Author section on the phone book for Los Angeles County. And the phone book for Los Angeles County that year was written, quote unquote, by John Lovitz. And it had a whole fucking biography of, like, all the fucking informational periodicals that he's written and, like, just all of this shit.
I wonder how much he paid for that back cover.
That's so fucking funny. That's so good.
Oh, God.
About the Author section for the phone book. And it's John fucking Lovitz.
Yeah, I'm about that.
You know what I learned today is that Dustin Hoffman at one point tried to buy the rights to make a Super Mario Brothers movie with him and Danny DeVito, except he was the one who was going to play Mario and DeVito was going to be Luigi.
That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any goddamn sense at all.
I would have watched it.
It fell through because it fell through because of DeVito's scheduling.
So,
I mean, I'll watch Danny DeVito in anything. That dude is fucking great.
Slightly off topic, but not really, about Arnold Schwarzenegger, about Danny DeVito, who has played with Arnold Schwarzenegger. It was an interview that Arnold Schwarzenegger did. Yes, in Twins. Apparently on this...
exactly alike.
Exactly alike. I know, it's uncanny. So, on set, while they were filming, Danny DeVito knew that Arnold Schwarzenegger liked cigars, so he handed Arnold a cigar, and he said, I'm typically a stingy guy, but I got these cigars, and he rattled off a name that I wouldn't know. I'm not a cigar guy. And he said, I want you to have this, from me, we're working together, blah, blah. So Arnold says, thank you, clips it right there, and smokes it. And DeVito goes, how is it? Arnold says, great. So they go to start filming for the rest of the day, and they're starting to shoot scenes, and Arnold can't remember any of his lines, and they're starting to feed him the lines, and it's like he's never heard it before, and he's like, I don't know what's happening to me. Can we take a break? So they shoot all of DeVito's shit instead, and then right after that, DeVito goes, how's the cigar? It was real good, right? And fucking Danny awesome. DeVito dosed the cigar with a pot to get Arnold high on set.
That's amazing.
Yeah, fucking awesome. Only Danny DeVito. That motherfucker's crazy. Like the behind the scenes on It's Always Sunny, and listening to the other actors talk about him and the crazy shit that DeVito does, it's like he's old enough to be their grandfather, and he's putting them under the table. Like that's nuts.
That's awesome.
I want to be around that man.
As an aside, as an aside to your side, Dean, with all the remakes that have happened, Kris,
I don't know what else to do.
It's ruining the show.
Look, I need to gamble.
Is coming between all of us.
I need this money. You're just going to have to deal with that fucking sound effect until I can figure out how to turn the volume on this godforsaken tablet off.
With all of the remakes that have happened in Hollywood over the last 20 years or whatever, how have they not remade Twins with The Rock and Kevin Hart?
I feel like that
How has that not
that
fucking happened?
I thought that was definitely going to be a thing at some point.
That movie just writes itself. Like, you don't even need a plot. You just, all right, guys, action. Like, you just put the camera, just point it at them. They'll fucking come up with something. It'll be great.
Well, I feel like at some point they just stopped talking because they were like hanging out and doing shit together all the time, and then they just stopped.
Well, Rock had to go final boss mode for a little bit, but you know, they're at the old WrestleMania.
The balance of power in the DC universe can change.
Oh, are we talking Black Adam?
Well, that was his whole thing, right? He was going out there making these claims that the balance of power in the DC universe was going to change with Black Adam. It was going to change everything.
What a fucking asshole.
He is. That movie doesn't suck. It's not great.
It's okay.
It doesn't suck. Pierce Brosnan's awesome as Dr. Fate.
Yeah, it was just
really cool.
Just didn't need to be a Black Adam movie.
Yeah, see, that's the problem with most of the DC projects is that they're cast really well for the most part, but it's just unfortunate that like, come on, J.K. Simmons as Commissioner Gordon, that's great.
10 out of 10.
He had like 4 lines.
Not enough.
How exactly did they score that guy to show up as Commissioner Gordon for like 4 lines?
Because they told him it would be a day of work and a fat paycheck, and he went, "Yeah, all right."
I mean, I
get it.
Fucking Superman fucking flies in at the end of Black Adam, and they have like a cool stare down, like it looked good. I don't know. I didn't hate that movie. Out of all the DC movies, that one is pretty high up on the list of fucking watchable. So, you know, I don't know what that says about anything, but
I don't know. You liked The Flash.
I did genuinely like The Flash. I did. I liked it in spite of itself. The best DC movie, in my opinion, is the Birds of Prey movie. I think that's just legit.
The one with fucking Obi-Wan?
Yeah.
Huh. I have not watched it, but I saw clips, and I will say Ewan McGregor in that movie is like, he's a little unhinged and terrifying.
Yeah. He's pretty awesome. It's not a great movie. Like, if I could quantify it.
Quantify it?
I don't know. I'm tired.
Do it.
Yeah. If I could it, what I would do, it is, if it were a Marvel movie, like if we're comparing it to the Marvel films, it would be in like the bottom 3 with like The Dark World and Iron Man 2. Like it would be down in that area of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But for the DC Universe, it's pretty good. What's her face is Margot Robbie. She's really good as Harley Quinn. Who'd they have playing Huntress? She was good. Rosie Perez is in it. Fucking love Rosie Perez.
Rosie Perez is in it, but I would recommend other movies to watch Rosie Perez in before Birds of Prey.
For sure. Watch White Men Can't Jump.
Fucking watch Pineapple Express before Birds of Prey.
There you go. Yeah, no, you're not wrong. How much longer you got gambling, Kris? We're trying to fucking stretch this out for you.
I can talk and gamble at the same time.
Is this a Kenny Loggins app that you're on?
All right, so for there's a group of us, and it has to be here in New Jersey, because you have to be within the state of New Jersey in order to access these apps. But there's this specific thing that goes off at a specific time every Friday night, between 9:30 and 10 o'clock. And as long as you're playing these games, when it goes off, you get a portion of the pop, as we call it, and it's usually between $20 and $40. And so I have this app running on 4 different devices, so that I win on all 4 devices, and I get that money. And then we all we monitor this thing, this whole text group that I'm on. We monitor it throughout the course of each day because there's these other smaller pops. And if it gets close to $1,000, we're like, all right, it's $940. Be ready. Oh, it's $980. Be ready. All right, $990. You can start spinning. And then everybody starts spinning, and that way we're only spending as little money as possible to get the actual winnings. It's a weirdly coordinated effort, but it does seem to work.
I'm happy for you. I'm happy for your not degenerate gambling. This is generative gambling, if anything.
This is professional
It took a
gambling.
lot of them trying to convince me that this was not some sort of I was like, there's no way this works. There's no way this could be profitable, especially not for me. I know. And then friends that I actually trusted were like, no, I know these people are crazy, but yes, this does actually work. And they taught me how to do it. And I was like, all right, it does work. And I've, it's not like a crazy amount of money, but I just dropped $1,000 into my bank account last week because that's what I had in my extra gambler money. So I'm hoping it's a revenue stream, which is what I need right now. Cause, that's the way things are. Everything's too expensive and I don't make enough money. Like earlier this week, I covered for a friend hosting Quizzo. I haven't done that in like a decade.
That's pretty cool.
Fun.
I saw that. I was like, what the fuck is Kris doing out there hosting Quizzo?
Well, my friend Jim, he hosts. We had Jim on the show a while back. He's a voice actor.
Yeah. Horrible guy.
He got a gig.
Terrible person.
Garbage.
That unfortunately conflicted with his Wednesday night Quizzo hosting. So he asked me a while back if every now and then if I would be willing to cover him to host Quizzo, and it's $200. I was like, yeah, okay, I'll do 3 hours of work for $200. It's not my favorite thing in the world to do, but it's kind of fun, and sure, I need $200. So then I went out there and I hosted it, and I was like riding a bike. Remembered how to do it real quick, and I got $200 out of the deal. So
hit me with one of your questions.
Oh, geez, I don't have them in front of me.
Oh, come on, you don't remember?
No, they were all written down. I didn't make the questions.
No, I know, but there wasn't anything that stuck out. Nothing like, oh, this was a really good question.
No, not really.
All right.
Yeah, they were pretty run-of-the-mill questions. Nothing that was like, oh, this is actually a really, really smart question. It's a really good question. It was like, how many coins?
Pity.
How many coins do you need to get in Super Mario Brothers to get an extra life?
Arnold Palmer.
5, obviously.
A lot of people got that wrong.
Palmer.
There was actually one question that was really funny. In terms of prize money, what is the biggest esports game? And
in terms of prize money?
In terms of prize money.
Is it fucking...
Is it
what's that dumb
Dota or
shit?
League of Legends? Or one of those
League
two?
of Legends. That's the one. It was League of Legends.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking.
But there were like 2 older people teams that kept coming up asking me to repeat the question. Like, I don't know what this means. Like, esports. It's a video game competition. They'd be like, oh, yeah, I don't know. I felt so bad for them. They just left it blank. They didn't even take guesses. I think the best team name we had was Born to Shit, Forced to Wipe.
Nice.
Jesus. That's hardcore.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to know where that came from.
There's some deep-seated issues in that team.
That sounds like a fucking problem right there.
Forced to wipe. Pleasure.
Yeah,
Pleasure to wipe. Excited.
I do that
Excited
voluntarily. I don't like the consequences of not.
Bidet first, and then a little pat and circle. You gotta tuck it around, dry it off. Then you're off to the races, as it were. What have you been up to this week, Kris?
Oh, let's see. Other than hustling?
Other than hustling a bunch of old people out of their money.
Honestly, the only thing I've been actually playing a decent amount of of games, but they're all on NSO. I've been spending a lot of time on Nintendo Switch Online this week, and actually nothing else. Besides the 4th of July, making that dip. I did use the outdoor pizza oven again tonight. Dean, you weren't here last week. I got for my birthday an outdoor pizza oven mini stove thing, which is weird. It's not one that I would have bought, but it's now in my backyard, and so I'm going to try to learn to use it. And I did much better this week. I did Mersal 1 pizza, but it was mine, and it wasn't inedible. It just was a little crispier than I wanted, and it was covered in soot. That's the part that I'm trying to regulate right now. At what point
was that a feature?
It definitely was not a feature.
Oh, okay.
A feature. Shut up.
I have to figure out exactly what point, like how long do I have to have the wood burning before it stops producing enough ash. I did have better luck this week because I started off with charcoals. I got some just Matchlight charcoal briquettes at the store, and I lined the bottom with that first, and I got them, to white over, and then I put wood, just 2 logs on top of that, so that I would still get that wood smoky flavor. And the flavor-wise, it all came out good. And I also was prepared for the smaller pies this week, unlike last week where I was like kind of going on the fly. But I still haven't quite mastered it. I still don't think I'm quite there because the temperature didn't stay hot enough to maintain for the whole thing. The last pie took way too long to cook, but it was all tasty. It all worked out. We did we're doing more pies, but they're smaller. We did 2 specialty pies this week. We did my barbecue chicken one, which is replace the pizza sauce with barbecue sauce. Get some of those frozen fried chicken strips, chop them up, and then do a little red onion on top. That's one of my favorites. And then I did my potato skin pizza, which is bacon, tater tots, mozzarella, and cheddar with scallions, and sour cream if you swing that way, which I do not. But
how dare you?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
With sour cream?
I don't. I love sour cream flavored things, but it's a texture issue.
You're a fucking animal.
I am. I am a degenerate. So NSO, I've been playing a bunch of NES games and Super Nintendo games. We did. I played a little Stunt Race FX, which I hadn't played in a while. I know it showed up on NSO, and I played it for a little bit, and then I stopped before I could. I finished it off and unlocked the motorcycle, and so I took a little time and did that. That game's great. It takes a little bit to get used to the fucking slideshow that is that game, but once you get used to it, it's quite a fun racing game. I really wish that they would, I wish there was a good way to take those FX chip games and just make them run at 60 frames per second. But it's my understanding that there is a hardwired technical issue that prevents that. The only way to make that properly happen would be to remake them from scratch. And I just kind of wish they'd do that, because I want to play the original Star Fox that looks like that, but in high definition at 60 frames per second. And I also want that for Stunt Race FX.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever going to happen.
Maybe
for Star Fox.
Maybe for Star Fox. Stunt Race FX? Fuck no. Not a chance. Not in a bajillion years. But actually, what I would like more than that for Stunt Race FX is I would like a new Stunt Race FX, or just a remake that looks like the claymation. Like the box art that was all done with clay. A 3D racing game that looked like clay racers, I think would be absolutely amazing looking. That would be so freaking cool.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Also on the Super NES app, I spent a little more time with Kirby's Dream Course, because that's a super fun game. And I just wanted to relax for a little bit. And then I just skipped around the NES app a bunch. But the one I put the most time into is Wario's Woods. I prefer the Super Nintendo version, but that's not on NSO. So I've been playing a ton of the NES one, and I have this ongoing game of the NES version. So I'm at the super late levels, and they're all ridiculously hard. So it's been less relaxing and more stressful whenever I boot that one up, because it's like, oh fuck, this is a rough one. But I love Wario's Woods. That game is so much fun. I've been feeling the puzzle game vibe. I did that, and I skipped over to Panel de Pon and the Super Nintendo app, and I think I played Kirby's Avalanche a little bit, and then I played some Dr. Mario against Karen, where it's fun because I'm a lot better at that game than she is, and I was eating a fudgesicle because the kids wanted to get fudgesicles, and we were going to play the game, and I was like, well, you have an advantage. I will play with one hand. And I still won.
I'm going to deep throat this fudgesicle while kicking your ass.
But she gets so angry and she says the most vile things to me while we're playing that game. It's hysterical.
I mean, I've seen you deep throat a fudgesicle. I get a little jealous too.
Yeah. I do what I do. And then I played a handful of other games on there because, which we'll talk about a little bit later with one of the news stories. Because there was a bunch of new NES games tossed on the on NSO, which was really, really cool.
Yeah.
And I have been very much enjoying those. Oh, and I've been working on the script for the next Mario video, and I had a real close call. I almost missed the Mario movie. I forgot to put it in my initial outline, so I had to kind of go back and consider, all right, where does this fit in? And fortunately, it fits right at the beginning of the episode that I'm currently writing, which also meant that I had to rejigger the beginning of my script. And oh my god, that movie's production is people have done entire documentaries on that movie on its own.
Oh, so you're talking about the 90s one?
Yes, the 1993 one. And then I made sure I put the new one in my outline for future episode as well, so I don't forget that too while I'm at it. But oh boy, that movie is really something else. But I got that done, and I also fell down this rabbit hole of how to structure it, because I'm at the point now where this episode's going to talk about, we're between 93 and 95. So this episode it has Super Mario Land 3, Wario Land, Donkey Kong 94, and Yoshi's Island. So this is the perfect opportunity to talk about spin-offs, right? Because all three of those games are really important Mario adjacent games. They're all listed as they look like mainline Mario games, but
whoa. Adjacent?
Shut your fucking mouth, Kris.
What? Adjacent?
Adjacent.
Well, they're Mario adjacent.
That's parallel at least.
They're Mario what?
Adjacent.
Adjace.
Thank you.
I apologize. I apologize. You know I can't use lingo.
You can. You say adjace all the time, and it sounds great.
Fine. They're Mario adjace.
Oh, so much better. Thank you.
I like the way you just really tie out the SH at the end. That's the way to do it. Just really, really nice. Little chef kiss.
Happy to be of service. So I felt in this rabbit hole.
SH at the end of adjace, right? Okay.
Adjace?
That's how you say it, right?
It's Mario adjace.
So I fell in this rabbit hole for 2 hours one day this week, trying to all right, I have to figure out how to cover all the Mario spin-offs now. I got to talk about Mario Kart at some point, right? And I got to talk about Dr. Mario and all this. And I was like, you know what? No, I went too far down this rabbit hole. The episodes were expanding like crazy. I was like, no, I decided I was only going to talk about the mainline Mario games. So I'm going to mention them in the next episode, because the next episode is pretty much just Mario 64 because of the way everything else lined up. That's just kind of the way that was going to have to roll. All right, let's see. What did I win? $28.70 times 4.
It's exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited. And I got it on all 4 devices this time.
Last week I missed it on one. Did you guys try that the Metal Slug game that came out?
No, I'm not a huge Metal Slug guy, and I don't know. It didn't really excite me. Didn't really get my genes a steaming. So
it was weird. I didn't know there was a card battler Metal Slug coming out. It's not bad. I completely forgot I played it till I was scrolling down, and I was like, that was a thing that happened.
Oh, dare I check in with the Phillies game? Dare I check in?
Yankees are pissing me off, so maybe the Phillies are doing well.
Oh, shit. See, they got their asses handed to them by the Cubs yesterday, so I was sure playing the Braves, this was not going to go well, but they're up 8-3 now.
Is this everyone's thing now? They're just into sports all of a sudden? Like, fuck.
Sports are the best.
No. I can only follow one sport, and if it's going to be anything, it's going to be wrestling.
I mean, that's
wrestling.
Wrestling.
Wrestling's so good. MJF is a heel again, Chris.
I don't know what that means, but good for you.
He kicked some dude in the nuts real
Danny
hard.
Garcia right in the balls.
Right in the balls.
Did he
didn't look good.
He walked it.
He did not.
Which is what makes MJF a heel.
Yeah, it made him a big jerk.
Bad guy. Okay,
yeah, super bad guy. Yeah. And he's the best of the bad guys.
The crowd, and he legit fucking smacked a dude's phone out of his hand.
Wowzers.
That guy's got fucking balls of steel, man.
He doesn't mind mixing it up. I will say that to get a pop.
Not.
I'm gonna say he's the last of the real ones, man. Because when it comes to kayfabe, he definitely keeps a lot of it behind the curtain.
He do.
Sorry.
On that note,
I know this isn't a wrestling podcast.
Just to keep things moving along, I think it's time for us to call it right now. We'll take ourselves our first commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about what's going on in the news, what's a little week-old news. So you are listening to the Stone Age Gamer podcast from Geekade.com. Stick around. And now here's a quick look at what's new from us and our partners at Geekade.com.
First up, if you're a fan of driving around in a giant polygon, chances are you're either an Elon Musk stan for some dumb... I've seen there's a fucking Cybertruck in town. That thing is fucking stupid looking in person. I mean, if you love it, God bless, but fuck, man. That thing looks real dumb. Or more likely, you've played the Super NES classic Stunt Race FX. As the FX in the name implies, this is a non-Star Fox SNES game that utilized the Super FX chip to create Philly 3D polygonal gameplay. It says Philly, so that's what I read. Gameplay on the SNES. But do you know what Stunt Race did all on its own without the use of a special FX chip? Your mother. A fantastic array of songs featuring synthesized banjo. So if you want to know what it feels like to listen to some sweet fucking 16-bit bluegrass while driving a monster truck underwater, honestly, who fucking doesn't? Be sure to wave back episode 175, Stunt Race FX. I don't know if you listen to it or eat it or inject it into your web hole. I'm not entirely sure. You just be sure to wave back.
Wave back is the verb.
That's right.
What won your mom over?
Be sure to wave back. Be sure to your mother. But Chris, we're fucking. I don't have. We got a break. We got to get back to the show. You got to type in the thing. I'm waiting.
I'm waiting for you to stop talking. I think you did good enough. I think it's great.
Oh, okay.
No notes. Next.
Be sure to wave back.
Do it. Be sure to listen to ingest. Wave back. Episode 175, Stunt Race FX. Anywho's, next up on an all-new Turning Tracks, it was my pick, and I decided to go for one of my all-time favorite bands, Collective Soul. The thing here is, I love their music, but I, at best, tolerate their lyrics, I think. But boy, do I love their music. I really do. And so with a catalog of over 11 albums and EPs, how did I narrow down a playlist to just 10 songs that I like, that I feel best represent their sound? What does Matt think of the band? What happens after we all come together and gel? And what kind of gel are we talking about? We're talking about LA Looks? We're talking about Depp? Find out in Turning Tracks episode 21, Collective Soul.
Fucking LA Looks reference. A Depp reference. Mega Jail. There you go. There's a fucking spot-on Collective Soul impersonation.
Yeah, totally. You know what else?
What else, Dean? What else?
Carnies. If you've been listening to the show for a while, you know the problem I have with carnies. Especially carnies who hang out in malls. While my encounters typically end in violence, How does Andy of the Weekend Rental podcast deal with them? And what is he doing in a mall in the first place? What kind of fix is Ryan looking for? How waterproof is the TurboGrafx 16?
Jesus.
Don't miss Weekend Rental episode 180. The gamers replay a classic. You know, because
I didn't expect you to read that with something so harrowing, but I'm glad you did. It really worked out.
Because I'm like, oh, was this written for someone else? No, he said he put my name next to it. I have a problem with Carney. Yep, fucking got a huge problem with Carney's ever since that day they kicked my dog.
Got some
100% written for you.
Problems.
There it is. For all this and more from us and our partners, be sure to keep your eyes on Geekade.com. All right, everybody, we're back. Dean is ready to derail shit, but it's time to talk about what's new at Stone Age Gamer, what's been going on at Stone Age Gamer this week, and it's been busy. We've actually been doing some pre-orders for a couple of things that will already probably be here by the time this episode goes live, but the next batch of neweast Pro AESs and the Retro Time Bluetooth adapters for GameCube, but the one that's a little bit further out would be the pre-orders for the next batch of the MemCard Pro GCs, which are currently live, and I'll link to them in the show notes. And the only other thing I wanted to mention is that our YouTube channel is inching ever closer to 10,000 subs, which is pretty lovely for me. I feel pretty good about that.
So if you're not subscribed, smash that fucking whatever.
Yeah,
that's
get
what
over
you're
there.
Supposed to say, right?
Ring the bell, smash the buttons. Do the things and the stuff.
Hey, you can't use ring the bell. All right, like there's still we still own that. No, I'm bringing that back. I talked to Matt. It's coming back tomorrow. Bringing it back.
Whatever. No, ring the bell.
Ring,
ding,
ding the bell. There, ding the bell. Smash the bell.
Smash that like button. Fucking put your ass through it. Just fucking slam it.
Whoa.
What? Twerk on that button. Why don't you? Fucking Jesus. Love that button.
No, you're right.
Shit's getting weird. Anyways, so that's what's going on at Stone Age Gamer, which means that it's time for my favorite segment, for your favorite segment, for Dean's favorite segment, everyone's favorite segment. Strap yourselves in for some week-old news.
Welcome to week-old news. Oh shit! Sorry.
There it is.
Oh, you went right after it.
I knew we needed a theme song. Welcome to Week Old News, where we talk about all the news that was new a week ago. And first up, this is a neat one, released by my standards. Go Nintendo Reports. Check out a rare promo for Nintendo's Satellaview, now in HD. Ooh. I absolutely love that there are lunatics out there remastering old commercials. This is there was a VHS promo tape for the Satellaview. And these people remastered it. It looks pretty nice.
Give me all that. Give me all the old ads that were from comic books back in the day with like the insane video game ads. Like, I need it all, man. I need it all. Do people make posters of those?
I don't know. I know that
somebody
there was
on
someone
Etsy has to.
There was someone at a con that I went to that was buying old magazines to make. He would take the ads out and just laminate and frame the ads themselves, but not scan them in high resolution and upsize them so they would make posters.
I mean, we've seen some cool shit like as a group, but I've never seen anything with like ads, because that one guy, wasn't he? God, I forget. I think it was that when we all went to Rhode Island. Didn't that one guy turn video game covers, like old ones, into like canvas portraits?
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it was, because I wanted one, and like everything, it costs money, and I don't.
That's where it all falls down.
I don't really have that. What do they call it? Money. That's what they call it. I don't have that. So
you need to start gambling.
Yeah.
Take it from Kris. gambling is where you should have your fucking head at.
I gotta become a generative gambler, actually.
That's right.
You know, just, I need to do that.
If somebody's going to go
ASAP.
back and fucking remaster old commercials into HD or whatever, could they go back and do the fucking party line commercials from back in the day? I want to see those in HD. You looking to party? Call us.
There's apparently all the lost media from some auction wizard that was an animatronic, but they had like these people on public access, I forget where, had a yard sale in their front yard, and they had an animatronic, and people would have to ask the animatronic how much everything was, and the animatronic would say whatever the fuck it felt like. It could be $12 million, it could be 2 cents, and
that's awesome.
Yeah, I gotta see if I can find a link to it, because there's very, very few stuff available since it was on public access, but there's a few clips, and it's exactly as I described. I thought, like, when it was described to me, someone was pulling my leg, or it wasn't exactly as advertised. Nope, that's exactly what it is, and they're at its mercy, so it's all the better.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Does it happen to be one of the Rockafire explosion animatronics?
No, it's one of those weird, like, wizard ones.
Oh, boo.
Like tell your fortune sort of thing.
Fortune for a quarter. I love quarters. Like one of those guys.
Yeah, but he's not sitting.
Zoltar from Big.
Yeah, but if Zoltar was like standing up.
Okay.
It's very intimidating. Like I wouldn't want to ask it anything.
Just want to ask it to leave.
Yeah. Yeah. Like,
could you not be here anymore?
I would like you to start moving in the other direction until you are no longer here. Please and thank you.
How much for you to fuck off?
Moving on, our next story comes from Time Extension. Quote, I am in talks with Atari. Howard Scott Warshaw gives an update on his Yar's Revenge sequel. Ages ago, Howard Scott Warshaw said that he was working on an actual follow-up to Yar's Revenge.
This isn't the thing that was announced by Atari.
No, this isn't the Way Forward thing. This is
because that was cool as shit.
There was the Yar's Recharged. I love that one.
Oh, that's incredible.
The weird Metroidvania looking thing from Way Forward.
I want to try it. Like I'm interested because, like,
I am curious.
Well, like, all right,
it's
all
Way
these,
Forward. So.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I can understand owning this property and being like, you know, people like Yars, but there's no story to it. That someone's trying to make a story. I can get behind that.
That's not entirely true. The whole thing with the made Yars popular in the first place was that it was an Atari game with a story. It came with a comic book that told the whole backstory of the bugs and everything. Its claim to fame was it having a story, but it's been redone and rejiggered so many times. It's Chris, there was that weird reboot on Xbox 360.
Yeah, when the fuck was I going to buy a copy of Yars with the comic book that comes with it? I didn't even know that existed until 35 seconds ago. Like, yeah, I just assumed it was a game, man. Like, I mean, again, besides, because was it just in the box with it?
Yeah, it was in the box with it. Yeah, sure. It was published by DC.
Shut the fuck up. No, it wasn't.
Yeah, DC had a whole line of Atari stuff. They had Atari Force was like a team of superheroes that were Atari themed. Yeah, that was published by DC, and that ran for a while. They published the Sword Quest comics, I think, that came with the Sword Quest games back in the old days, yeah.
That's why I hang out with you old fucks, so you can tell me things like that. Anyway, all right, yeah. Well, I mean, just that there's a little... They're modernizing it, you know? Like, I understand what you're getting at, that there is, a story that came with it, but this is more like, I guess...
This is a totally different animal. This is a modern girl who works at a tech company called Quotech. It's like...
I feel like it's...
Yar's Revenge adjacent thing, and it looks... I'm not disparaging it. There's something about it that I think feels off, but at the same time, this is... WayForward and Atari, I love those companies, working together to make something weird, so I'm interested to try it.
I did like Yars Recharge a lot. I'm actually ranked, I think, top 20 on the leaderboard on the Xbox for just in total, because I really got into that game. I'm one achievement away from beating it, but it's to beat the entire arcade side of it. And yeah, you could imagine how hard that is.
That's tough. I was almost done with the missions on the VCS version, but there was one particular mission that was excruciatingly hard that I got through learning a new trick with being able to shoot the quotile with the when you get the explosions weapon.
Yeah.
But then they updated the game, which erased my data, so I had to do it again. And they updated the game that changed the way that weapon worked, so it can no longer damage the quotile. And I'm just stuck there. I can't get through that stage without I don't know how to get through that stage without being able to damage the quotile with that thing, because it gets too chaotic by the time I can blow up enough stuff to be able to get a Zarlon cannon shot off on that thing. So I'm at a complete loss on what to do. But that's neither here nor there. A while back, Howard Scott Warshaw said he was going to work on a sequel because he's the guy who made the game in the first place.
No, yeah.
And there was just no word on it for ages. And apparently he's still in talks with them.
Came up with some stuff. So, all right, that's cool. I mean, I'd be welcome to seeing that stuff. All the recharge stuff has been incredible. I have them sitting on my Steam account ready to play. I kind of mess with them every now and again, and like I think they're all awesome, and I want to see more stuff like that. I love seeing old properties being used.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of those recharge games myself. Yeah. I still play Yars, usually like once every week or once every other week. And Yars and Berserk are the ones I tend to go to down here in my basement more often than not. But I'll load up Black Widow sometimes. It's good stuff. Good stuff all around.
The Breakout one's really, really good, and I want to try Missile Command. I haven't gotten around to it yet.
Missile Command's pretty good. I can't say that. I played the first version of Missile Command, but they released a second version of it. Okay. That was more in line with the more... Because Missile Command, I think, was the first one they did, that or Asteroids.
Yeah.
So they did a more modern version, and I have not really looked into that one.
The Asteroids one is really good, too, but it's Asteroids, so...
And I love Asteroids. Who doesn't love Asteroids?
Yeah. No, there's like... I mean, I think some people... Like, I don't know if that would keep, like, my nephew's attention, but I think it's a great game.
Well, anyways, moving on to the next story here. This comes from Kotaku. Reports Mortal Kombat tournament pop-off goes horribly wrong.
Oh, yeah, I read that. Oof.
So the dude who was winning, Alex Dialogue Cruz, decided to throw a chair into the crowd after he won.
What a fucking twat.
Yeah, just to show how cool he is. And he damaged like a $3,000 lighting fixture or something, which actually didn't need to be replaced, thank goodness. It just needed to be repaired, which cost most of his winnings, but he owned up to it and he paid for it. But like, come on. If you're winning a fighting game tournament, or you're winning any tournament, just don't throw chairs into the audience. Don't throw furniture into a crowd of people.
If you're doing anything, I don't think it has anything to do with the fighting game tournament, Chris. If you are existing in the world, do not throw chairs into the audience.
Be humble in victory. Be graceful in defeat. Be silent in farting.
Whoa.
It's good advice all around.
There you go.
Sage advice, even. Anyways, next story comes to us from Time Extension. Was Hudson copying Sega's homework with Adventure Island 3's palm trees? This is I don't know what to make of this.
All right.
I saw this headline. I was
bring
like,
up some shit 30 years later.
Somebody posted side by side a picture of the palm trees in Adventure Island 3 for NES next to the palm trees from the Green Hill Zone and Sonic the Hedgehog, and I mean, either this is an extraordinary coincidence, or these guys were just like, yeah, I'm just going to draw that in this game. It's... I don't know what else to say. It is...
Does it matter?
It doesn't matter. It's the headline is random, you know? Because, no, it doesn't matter. It's just this weird thing. Like, why? Why wouldn't you just draw a palm tree? Then why try to recreate the exact Sega Genesis palm trees in your NES game? Like, why? Why are we doing
good
that?
Palm trees.
Someone's
They
like,
are really good palm trees.
damn,
It's true.
them palm trees, I gotta have them. I don't know. Well, like, they're not the same company it was made by?
No, Hudson Soft and Sega, so... I don't know, it's weird.
I don't even know. That is weird. Because I was going to say, if you have the same dev kit, maybe, but shit didn't work like that back then. They were all drawn in the same shit on, like... I've seen the stuff that people have worked with. Like, you had a pen that you had to go in, like, pixel by pixel. So I would imagine, you'd have to be looking at something and then copying it down by hand.
Yeah, and it's two totally different systems.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. It's weird. It's a super weird story, and I love that it exists. It's just like, who even noticed this? Who looked at that palm tree and said, wait, the fronds on this tree are exactly the same as the ones of the Sega Genesis one.
I've seen that shit before. Fucking cheater. Tracer.
Oh. Chasing Amy reference there.
Well done. Thank you. What's a Nubian? Made me laugh.
Moving on. Kotaku reports convention booth tries to sell porn game with underage nudity for $250.
Yeah, they did.
This is so ridiculous. Like,
I'm so sad that we didn't make it to Too Many Games this year. Apparently there was a booth at Too Many Games that was trying to sell the infamous The Guy game, which,
So did not I?
Yeah,
I knew it had nudity.
I didn't. I knew it. Yeah, I'm with you. I didn't know it had underage
titties.
underage nudity in it.
Like, because I heard. Fucking. Apparently, one of the girls was like 17 or something that they filmed for this, and no one had any idea until way later. So yeah.
No, I know that it took a while for it to come out, but like I thought that was pretty fucking common knowledge.
I had no fucking clue.
I have to believe.
Yeah, no clue. I mean, I knew it was a piece of shit game.
Yeah. I remember selling it at GameStop, and then it disappeared. I don't remember why, though.
Well, yeah, it's weird that they weren't like, hey, so any employee who sold this game is a fucking accomplice in a child porn investigation. Like, it's good that they didn't, pull that out. But I have to believe if you're selling that game at a convention, you had to fucking know.
Oh, yeah, he knew.
I didn't know.
Well, so the article I read, apparently... Well, it's all hearsay, I guess, but the person who reported this said that they asked him about it, and he said he knew the controversy about the game or whatever, and that kind of explained the price tag, which was $250 or something.
So he's saying he knew the game was controversial, but not why?
Oh, I don't know. Again, it was kind of bland, the explanation, and it's hearsay because the person who was selling it was not interviewed.
This was, I have to assume this was just some dude at Too Many Games.
Some dude in a booth.
Saw the price on price charting and moved on.
I didn't think anything more of it.
There's a lot of vendors at these events that they don't know shit about the games they're selling. They just know what they're worth.
They want to make the money. Yeah, so I mean...
Continuing to be fucking demonstrative.
Yeah, and I think...
scumbags.
What was it?
Yeah, we're talking about the what's it, the same... This is the convention that we were walking around where we had the guy talking to us about how he intentionally bought up as many copies of Little Samson to drive the price up himself.
Did we ever talk about that? Yeah. We had to have talked about that on here,
we
right?
did. Yeah, we talked about that a long time
plenty.
ago.
That guy was a fucking asshole.
Every single one of them up his fucking ass.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Is Little Samson on the Switch, Nintendo Switch Online?
It's not, and
Damn
it's
it.
really weird to me that it's not.
Yeah, because that's
one of those games that I gotta look at and be
one.
like, what are we doing here? Why has that game not been re-released anywhere?
Yeah, that sucks.
It's such a good game.
It's a solid
It's so
game.
good.
It's not tied up in any sort of existing license. It's just a game. Like, why not? Why not?
Maybe this
put it
guy
out
got
there?
his way and Nintendo's scared because he's so cool.
Cornered the market,
That's
bought the
gotta
license.
be
But Jason's got all the copies. We can't fucking make Jason mad.
What are
It'll
we gonna
devalue
do?
his life's work. You fucking douchebag.
Yeah, that
Fuck that guy.
Nah.
Canoe even.
Yeah.
Douche canoe even.
a canoe
Yeah.
full of douches. It's a lot of
Good Lord.
Summer's Eve. I think that's what
Next
it's called.
up, moving on,
Well done,
Pure
dude.
Xbox. Pure Xbox reports Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster launches this September for Xbox Series X and S. I believe it's also coming to PlayStation platforms, if I'm not mistaken.
Tis.
But hooray for Dead Rising getting all remastered. My favorite thing about this was I saw somebody tweet that Capcom should stay true to form and also specifically remake Chop Till You Drop for Switch. So just remaster the I'm reluctant to say crappy because it's actually a pretty fun and impressive port considering the hardware, but it is a
Inferior?
massive downgrade to
Inferior.
what the actual Dead Rising is.
Yeah.
But they should remaster the bad version of Dead Rising specifically for the Switch. I think that would be hilarious.
I don't think the remaster looks very good. I watched that Capcom fucking showcase they did
He looks like he's got the mumps.
this week. It doesn't look good.
Or what's that thing? The elephantitis? Because he's got a big ass head. Like they gave him
weird.
like an 8 head now. You can fit a lot of fingers in there, man. That's all I'm saying. But I mean, I'm excited to play it. I'm excited to see if it plays a little different or anything. Because I remember the original being a little obtuse, a little bit. Definitely better than Resident Evil, but. Well, original Resident Evil, but I don't remember much beyond that.
Fucking dare you?
What? You love tank controls? You all right?
Dead
sure.
Rising better than Resident?
Like one, the controls, yes.
Not talking to him, Chris.
Fuck you! You think tank controls? The fuck out of here! Crazy, man. What have you been smoking in that goddamn babe? Fucking ayahuasca? Fucking crazy fucker.
I would go out on a limb and say that Resident Evil, even with the tank controls, is a better game than Dead Rising. They're completely different fucking games, certainly. The fact that they have zombies in them is about the only through line. But there's a reason they're still making
That's
Resident
bullshit.
Evil games
There's fucking
and not making Dead Rising games.
It's the same exact game. It's corporation does shitty thing to town, zombies, the end. That's literally the same game. Shut the fuck up.
Chris,
except Dead
you gotta
Rising's
take
in
a
a
side
mall.
here.
Do I though?
You do. You got to take a side here.
Fucking really? Like, yes,
And it has to be mine.
They play different. They play plenty different, but it's the same goddamn story. They just said, why not do it at a mall this time?
Who answer me this, fucking smarty pants? Who's the master of unlocking in Dead Rising? Fucking nobody.
The fuck?
Well, Frank, he's covered wars, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck Frank.
Not with that
Fuck
face.
Frank.
And
No, certainly not.
Not with that
No,
lumpy
at
ass
least-
face.
and 4 zombie apocalypses. They got the 4, I think, right?
Sure, why not?
What, Dead Rising?
Yeah, I think
thought
it-
they were-
I think it was
Dead
4.
Rising, I think. What, did they do a fourth one? I know, like
I think they're on the
whatever the
Xbox
last one they did
One.
didn't do well, so that's why they stopped making them.
I mean, look, I'm going to say, because I will agree with Dan, I don't think Dead Rising is a perfect game, nor do I think it's better than Resident Evil, but you know, it's an interesting take. Like, I like the idea of the first one in the mall. I didn't play any of the other ones after that. What I fucking hated was having that heart-wrenching panic of the timer in the corner at all times, telling me I had like an hour left before the whole game just told me it was game over. That was fucking terrible. And then remembering I didn't save like for the last 2 hours. So yeah, oh my god, I'm getting like little panic attacks again. Like, did either of you play through that game at all?
Not through it, but I spent a decent amount of time with it. The first Dead Rising was great.
Yeah, like that time mechanic. Oh, jeez, man, that scared the shit out of me.
I like the surf bot head.
Oh, dude, the items in that game were incredible, and then knowing you could get like a real Mega Buster at some point.
There were in fact 4 Dead Risings.
Nice. Okay. All right. Yeah, I remember. I remember the last one doing not.
It didn't perform very well, and that's why they stopped making them.
That's. I mean, I'm happy. I hope this does well.
I do too.
Maybe let's not do any more remakes. Maybe we'll just do another new one instead. I don't know. Well, what do I know about video games? I just play them.
Moving on, Kotaku reports Xbox suffers major outage. Update, it's working again. Xbox Live was down.
It was
just down.
That doesn't happen often.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive in like the history of that company that it is not a thing that happens.
Yeah, it was a couple days ago, right?
Yeah, this was on Tuesday.
Fun fact, I was trying to get on to check something, and I could not. And I thought it was my internet for a second, and then I was like, no, wait, everything else works. Guess that's the old Xbox there. They have many ways of letting you know now it's not your fault. Which was interesting, because when I went to like the configure network, you could test everything, and it says, hey, no, like, you're good, it's us. And I was like, oh, all right, cool, I guess I'll just sit here and wait till it's not you anymore. So yeah, it wasn't even for that long though.
No, it wasn't terribly long. It's just one of those things you don't really see a full-on Microsoft outage all that often. No, it was newsworthy.
Unfortunately, corporate bastard. No, I'm just
kidding. This is a fun one. Kotaku reports 3DS Street Pass Puzzle Swap 100% completed after 13 plus years of searching. Stop. So apparently there was one puzzle. Those puzzles were super fun. I loved Street Pass. That was a blast. But there was one of them, I had never even heard of this before. The article says the one piece that was missing was from a rare airplane-themed puzzle. The only way to snag pieces for this puzzle was by visiting specific airports during a very limited time.
Oh my
which
God.
means the organic way of completing this puzzle ended long ago. Thankfully, the complete puzzle was not lost to time, as one of the Street Pass fan group members received an email with a zip file claiming to have the missing puzzle piece. Once the group dug through the file, they found exactly what was promised. So, finally, at least one person on Earth has 100% completed all of the puzzle pieces ever available through Street Pass, which is friggin' wild.
I'm sorry, that's something like museum worthy, right? Like the only complete collection of puzzle pieces on a 3DS.
Baby. God, I hope they do that again someday, or something similar.
I hope they fucking drop an update tomorrow that adds 50 new pieces. God, you sons of bitches!
It's the final fuck you before they shut everything down.
We reopened online connectivity for the 3DS just for this, just to say fuck you.
Fuck you.
And then shut it back off.
Collectively. Oh boy. Well, congratulations to those folks. Tell me that wouldn't
be hilarious.
It would be hilarious. Let's see. Moving on to our next story, Nintendo Life reports Nintendo expands Nintendo Switch Online's NES library with 7 more games. That was a pretty big drop, and a pretty nice selection of games.
Yeah,
a
lot of big games on that one.
Obviously, Urban Champion,
Cobra Triangle,
huge, massive.
Yeah, Love Urban
Mach
Champion.
Rider. Oof.
Mach Rider's cool.
Nah.
So, all right. So we got...
Stop it.
I didn't say it was good. I said it was cool. Mach Rider is a cool concept, and I wish they would make a new game. But yes, there was Atlantis No Nazo, which is an absolutely atrocious Sunsoft game. Donkey Kong Jr. Math, Mach Rider, Golf, and then the big ones were Solar Jetman and Cobra Triangle. I played through Cobra Triangle. I adore that game, but it is fucking impossible. Even with the even with the rewind button, that game's too hard. Like, even with rewind, there were stages I couldn't get through without dying. I was just, it's better for me to just die and take the hit and move on, because that's just how utterly impossible this nonsense is. I fucking love that game, and I will be replaying that many times, because it had rewind on Xbox Replay, but it doesn't play. I don't think it plays very well on Rare Replay, because it's one of the few Xbox games I have. Xbox One games I have, and I just did not enjoy playing through it on there. The special feature stuff are fantastic, but the NES emulation on the Xbox just doesn't feel right. It doesn't look all that great either. It looks and plays fantastic on Switch, and I was really had a blast playing through that. I also... This one's wild. All right, so I'm going to hit Mach Rider next, because that game, while I think it's a really cool game, it's not a very good game. It's a technically interesting game. It's got a cool history, but it's not super fun to play functionally. But with a rewind button, I'd be interested in giving it a go and seeing how far I can get into it and really teach myself to learn it and have fun with it. But the thing that I had heard somebody say online, which I was just dumbfounded by, because I have never heard this before in my life. I went to the comments section, and there were people defending Donkey Kong Jr. Math. They're saying, actually, this game's kind of fun in multiplayer. It's like, okay, this game's been around for ages. I've been around for ages, and I can't say I've ever heard anybody defend this game in any way, shape, or form before. So I was like, all right, I've never really tried this game. I've always looked at it and said, this is dumb, I'm moving on. But if a handful of people are claiming that this can be fun in multiplayer, let me investigate. And sure enough, it's actually kind of fun in multiplayer. Not like
fun because
crazy
it's like,
fun.
This is Donkey Kong Jr. Math, and haha, this is neat. Or like,
no,
it's legitimately fun.
Legitimately fun if you're playing against somebody who has similar mathematic abilities to you. So, Donkey Kong holds up a number, right? Or just any random number, it'd be like 65. And there's these vines hanging down, and each vine has a handful of numbers on them, like single-digit numbers, 9, 6, 4, whatever. And then at the bottom, on the different trees, there are, like, addition, multiplication, division, and subtraction. And it's a race to get the number that Donkey Kong's holding up. So, like, if it's 45, if you go grab a 9, and then a times, and then a 5, hooray. But if those numbers don't exist, you gotta be like, well, I'll grab a 6, and then a 4, and like, you've got to, whatever math problem you can make to make that number, but it's a race to see who can do it first.
Yeah. It's like fucking, what's that British show? Countdown? Is that the one that does that?
Oh, I have no idea.
The fucking words and numbers.
Great British Bake Off.
Nailed
It's
it.
definitely not the Great British Bake Off.
It's 100% the Great British Bake Off. You heard it here first, folks. The Great British Bake Off is a ripoff of Donkey Kong Jr. Math for NES.
You know it.
They've been trying to hide it for all this time, but they can't get anything past Dean.
To expose.
We're
just like Smushy Jeff. We're here to expose
That's right.
The fucking underbelly, the dark, seedy underbelly.
This is what them libs don't want you to know.
That's still going on, by the way. There's no actual
Bunch
news,
of shit
but
libs.
that fella's still making videos about the same people. And meanwhile, so that was a pretty fun lineup, right? Because no one's ever... I like this, because Donkey Kong Jr. Math has been thrown up on Virtual Console, and nobody's going to pay $5 for Donkey Kong Jr. Math.
No.
That would be insane, right? I'm also looking forward to playing Solar Jetman. I've never really played that game before. But regardless, like, I'm not going to pay money for Donkey Kong Jr. Math. I have the NES cart, whatever. I'm not going to drop another $5 for Mach Rider. But since it's on this service I already have, I'll give it a go. And I did, and I actually had some fun. It was kind of
people should get to experience these games, so it's good that they're on there. But, like, you're right. No one's going to pay $5-6 for just an okay game anymore when there's plenty of other better games you can get for $5 or $6.
Oh, yeah, seriously.
Right, so, here's the big question, though. And from both of you, I would like an over-under 50%. Okay? So if you think it's more likely to happen over, less likely to happen under. Okay? When the Switch 2 Electric Boogaloo releases, will it have these games day one?
No.
Or will they go through the same bullshit again of like, oh, here's your new NSO lineup?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see... Well, Switch 2?
Whatever the fucking successor is.
There's going to be... I think there's a better chance of it than there ever has been in the past. Yeah. Right? Like, they seem to be working this up in a way to be like, all right, this is the library we can offer. But it is also still... This is Nintendo, and Nintendo's going to Nintendo, so it is still... extremely possible that they could just start from scratch again. I really hope they don't. I just really hope they don't.
Like, I don't think there's anything...
That would be absurd, right?
There's nothing irredeemable about their OS and how it works. I mean, I think it could use work, but it's not broken. It's not, like, terrible.
Yeah, no,
it's fine.
And they've the whole Nintendo account thing. We already know Nintendo accounts are going to transfer over. The extent of backwards compatibility is what we don't know, and I think this service. I was actually just having this thought earlier today about, like, we were just talking about Little Samson. Why isn't that on NSO? And I'm looking at the games that are on NSO, and the games that still aren't, and I'm thinking to myself, like, well, maybe they're hanging on to shit because they're not going to press the reset button on this, but they still want to have enough games to throw up on Nintendo or whatever they rename it for the next platform. They want to still have new things to add to each of these categories. So maybe that's why some obvious choices are still missing.
I mean, I just miss where we were at during, like, the heyday of the Wii, where, like, you could have hundreds of games in every category. Well, maybe not hundreds, but there's a lot in
there was
in each
a lot,
category.
But there was also a lot of stuff that you would have to, like, you would have to take a chance on buying these old games.
You're right.
And some of it, there were a lot of things that I liked about Virtual Console as well. I mean, obviously, I spent like a fucking $1,000 on it, but to some of those platforms that showed up on there that kind of disappeared real quick were very, very niche, and I would love to see those platforms come to this kind of a service, right? Like, it's weird, because on one hand, I love the preservation aspect of I'm a collector, I love having the physical games, but there's also a lot of stuff that I'm like, am I going to track down an original Master System cart for some game? Like, no, I would love to have it on this service that I can try out and mess with it that way. And if I wind up falling in love with it, maybe I'll track down the original one for posterity's sake. But I think this is a really cool way to do older stuff, right? Yeah. Like, on one hand, I don't love the all digital future for new stuff, but I also can. It's foolish to expect people to be making, cranking out physical copies of Mach Rider in 2024, like, that's just not going to happen. So
no, you're right.
I think this is a nice alternative.
Well, yeah, and I mean, if you want people to stop pirating, like, old games and stuff, make sure it's not going to stop everyone, but just make sure they're available for sale to people and they'll buy them.
Yeah, or, like, have them officially available in some way, shape, or form. And
because you bring up a point. Not everyone's going to want to buy everything, but they could be in a collection just like they are right now, and people will play them. And we're already paying the money yearly for it. I'd like to see more activity on it. I am happy. It's definitely developed over the years. I don't think it's fast enough, but it's not. I mean, this
last month has been fucking bananas. Like, we just got the Metroid Zero mission and Zelda Four Swords, Perfect Dark, Turok Dinosaur Hunter, and then these 7 games. Like,
not to mention the Four Swords works with like the co-op and stuff.
Where's Wizards and Warriors?
Yeah. No,
Wizards and Warriors is a problem. There's a company that bought that that's just been sitting on it. So it's not rare.
Oh, sure.
There's a holding company that bought that fucking license and will not sell it for any kind of reasonable price. And it's obscene. Because it's Wizards and fucking Warriors. Nobody cares. But like 10 of us. Get that shit out. Put it out in the world. Wizards and Warriors.
Where's the TurboGrafx tile?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Those games on the Wii,
because they were on
console.
Wii. They were on Wii U. Like, they have that relationship with Turbo. I think the thing with the TurboGrafx games and with the other platforms like Commodore 64 and whatnot that showed up on Virtual Console and on the eShop is that a lot of those didn't sell super well. And that's where I think these, like NSO, I think is a better fit for it, right? Because Master System's not on NSO. Master System was on Wii. The Game Gear is on 3DS. Game Gear hasn't shown up on Switch. Like, if you can have those, expand NSO to those other platforms. And I know there's a lot of requests for expanding NSO to more modern stuff like, say, GameCube. And like, once you hit that point, I can understand the notion of like, well, these games have not intrinsically changed much since that generation, right? Like,
no.
Right.
A remaster of a GameCube game can feel like a new game.
Yeah, you could charge $40 for that, so I could see not wanting to
remaster that.
Yeah, you don't want to put that sort of time into porting it when you can just possibly remaster the property and charge money. From a business standpoint, it's stupid to just port everything out.
I don't love it, but it would be. But yeah, I understand that one at least. But I was listening to a Radio Free Nintendo, and they made the point that when the Wii dropped, like the Wii came out, and its Virtual Console started off with N64 available, and that was just 2 generations ago.
Yeah,
and now like we're still N64 is the most modern generation that are in these, NSO or Virtual Console things. Like, they still haven't gone past that. Well, I guess they have now with Game Boy Advance, and Game Boy Advance was newer than N64.
Also let's remember the Wii U. No, the Wii U did not play GameCube games. It only played Wii games, correct?
Correct, yeah.
Okay, then it was the Wii that played both. It played GameCube and
right. Yeah, Wii was fully backwards compatible with GameCube.
Well, and then they did the second iteration in it. It wasn't, or did they leave that in?
They removed that functionality because they also removed all the controller ports and memory card slots on the top. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I mean, like, I don't think those consoles were powerful. I know the Wii U, I'm sure, was powerful enough to like port something if they really wanted to, but
the Wii U plays Breath of the Wild. Like, that's the thing. The Wii U was capable, but you had to know how to use it.
Yeah, and that was the thing. No one really wanted to put in the time on a system that didn't have a huge player base. Thankfully for the Switch, we don't have that problem anymore, so we do get to see a lot more fun stuff. So I think it's completely possible for these things to get there at one point. But to your question, Dan, I'm not very positive on what you think, or not that what you think is happening, or what might happen is going to happen. I think Nintendo is going to do what they always do and just kind of start from square one.
And that will make me sad.
Yeah. I don't think no one wants that.
It would be fucking nuts to do it, but it would not surprise me even a little bit if they were like, and coming to the fucking blah blah blah, whatever we're calling it, the Switch DS or whatever the fuck. I don't know, the new Switch.
I feel like the only way they could get away with that is if they say they completely redid their online interface where it's modernized and it reflects all the other ones, because then otherwise you have no fucking excuse. You're just doing it just because.
Yeah, I have to imagine that this particular round has been they have been more careful about making sure that anything they put on this service, they just have in perpetuity. Like, they have better contracts for this to be like, this is not a, sell on a game-by-game basis. If we have it, this is part of this. Which is the one that interested me the most is Sega Genesis, because they haven't updated that in over a year. And that's one of the ones that come with
been sitting there.
That's with the expansion pack, isn't it? Like, that's one of the
extra for that shit. Yeah,
but the one they couple it with is the N64, isn't it? So
it's Genesis and 64.
Yeah. So I mean, I think most people go into that one for the 64.
Yeah. I really wish, like, I do really wish that they would add some other shit to it, like, why the fuck is Ninja Gaiden 2 and 3 not on there?
Right, that's a huge question. Somehow. No, that's a huge question that I wonder all the time.
There's a ton of Pokemon games that could be added that I don't care about necessarily, but it seems very strange that they're not there.
Well,
but
so
I would really like... I would like the option to hide shit. Like, when you sort...
Oh, yeah.
Like, I would like the option to hide all of those special things.
Yeah, those are kind of annoying.
Play them.
I just made them all tiny and lined them up at the bottom.
So you can
arrange them however you want.
Okay.
So
I know.
I just take those, make them as small as possible, and just dump them at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but I also get just as much of a kick out of arranging those icons as playing the damn games. Whenever it shows up, I open up every app, and I just organize them by branding, and oh god, I just have so much fun reorganizing games. It's digital restructuring of a library is fucking stupid, but I love it. But to close out this story, also the Japan app did not get they didn't get Mystery of Atlantis, Solar Jetman, or Cobra Triangle. In their place, they got Mahjong, Famicom, Muka Shibanashi, Shin Onigashima. I know of that game because it's got music in Smash Brothers. And that's it. But it's extremely Japanese text. It's like a text-based game. I have no idea how to play it. And Gomoku Narabe Renju, which is a rendition of Go. Less exciting than Cobra Triangle and Solar Jetman, that's for sure. Mystery of Atlantis was already on the Japanese Famicom channel, I'm pretty sure. I know that Mahjong game and the Go game were... Especially the Mahjong one was kind of a really big deal in Japan when that first came out. It was one of the best digital Mahjong games that you could get on a platform. So
best Mahjong esports simulator.
Apparently, Mahjong is one of those things that was a real system seller back in the days because the artificial intelligence required to run Mahjong properly is extremely intense.
I guess all the tiles, right?
Yeah, it's really wild that if there was any sort of... I don't think they got to the point where professional Mahjong players would fuck with them until like N64 and PlayStation. Like, because that's how long it took for the computerized AI to be able to compete with professional players.
The professional Mahjong community.
Yup. Anyways, we spent way too long on that story. Moving on. The last story of the day, Nintendo Life reports, Nintendo runs out of replacement parts for Wii U, ends repair service in Japan. So that's it. That's game over on Wii U repairs through Nintendo. They're all out of parts, and they're not getting any more. So also make sure that you're plugging in your Wii U, power cycling it, I'd say at least once a month, because there are parts inside of it that will self-destruct if you don't.
Oh, my fucking Wii U super dead then.
Awesome.
Yeah, Wii U is... there was... Nintendo doesn't seem to typically build, like, time bomb products, but the Wii U... I have to imagine this wasn't something intentional, but the Wii U definitely has some stuff in it. There's mods out there that can fix this problem long term, but you definitely want to plug in and power cycle your Wii U at least once a month if you want to keep that thing cooking.
I'm gonna have
otherwise, it's probably going to die.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take it out and take a look at it, I guess, see what it looks like. I could leave it by my parents' house and just go over there and turn it on once a month.
I know mine still works. I played Shovel Knight on it like 2 weeks ago, so... I mean, mine's always plugged in the living room anyway, so... That's the nerd that I am. But I think that does it. That wraps up this segment. That wraps up Week Old News, everybody. Thanks for sticking around for the Week Old News. We're going to take ourselves one more break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about the masterpiece that is Super Mario Brothers, The Adventures of Super Mario Brothers 3, Misadventure of Mighty Plumber, as we climb aboard the SAG Cartoon Express and celebrate the majesty. You're listening to the Stone Age Gamer podcast from Geekade.com. Stick around. Do you enjoy the Stone Age Gamer podcast and other shows on the Geekade Podcast Network? Do you wish you could listen to them sooner than the regular unwashed masses? Do you wish you could contribute in some way? Well, then you should check out the Geekade Patreon. Yes, the Geekade Patreon is a wonderful and very much appreciated way for you to help us pay the bills and keep our shows running week after week. As a Geekade patron, you'll get a monthly podcast topic schedule and early access to nearly every show on the Geekade Podcast Network, as well as access to a patron-exclusive monthly show called DC's Amazing Movie Time from the creators of the Weekend Rental podcast. So head on over to patreon.com/Geekade and become a loved and appreciated member of the Geekade Patreon team and get early access to shows like the Stone Age Gamer podcast, this week's episode, Turning Tracks, and a whole lot more. See you there.
Hey, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Andy. Neither of us are David Crane, but we are the hosts of David Crane's Amazing Movie Time.
That's our monthly Geekade Patreon exclusive podcast that covers movies that are cult classics, weird, or just sometimes laughably bad.
We ourselves have at least two of those qualities, so I guess it makes sense to hear what we think of those movies in retrospect.
You can hear all that and more by becoming a Geekade Patreon supporter.
And, as always, be kind, rewind.
Vestlord is here, clicking and clanging away on the controller for the entertainment of the public. That's right, the premier cyber sports entertainer is back in league with the Electronic Coliseum, where all the cyber sports entertainment happens. The Vestlord is going on a winning spree of likes unknown to get a shot at the coveted Electronic Coliseum Championship. If you want to see if the Vestlord has what it takes, head on over to the show notes for where to find him, or search Vestlord on Twitch or YouTube. Become a fan of the ECC, back the best, cheer for the Vest. See you there.
We are Safe at Home, the leading dog rescue in the heart of New Jersey. Are you searching for a loyal companion, a dog that will bring love and joy to your home? Look no further than Safe at Home. At Safe at Home, we believe in giving every dog a second chance. We rescue, rehabilitate, and find loving forever homes for dogs in need, right here in the Garden State. Our dogs are ready to make a lasting impact on your life. Each one has a unique story, a wagging tail, and an incredible capacity for love. When you adopt from Safe at Home, you're not just gaining a pet, you're becoming a part of our family. Our dedicated team ensures a seamless adoption process, providing ongoing support and guidance. With New Jersey's beautiful parks, beaches, and trails, you and your new furry friend will have endless opportunities for adventures and cherished memories. Safe at Home relies on the support of compassionate individuals like you. Your donations and volunteer work enable us to continue saving lives and finding forever homes for these amazing dogs. Join us in creating a safer, happier community for dogs in New Jersey. Together we can make a difference and give every dog the chance to feel safe at home. Visit our website or call us now to learn about how you can be a part of the Safe at Home mission. Safe at Home, because every dog deserves to be loved and protected. www.safeathomerescue.org.
All right, everybody, we're back. And it's time for us all to climb aboard the SAG Cartoon Express and enjoy the rapture that is The Adventures of Super Mario Brothers 3, Season 1, Episode 12, Misadventure of Mighty Plumber. If you're new around here, the Stone Age Gamer Cartoon Express once a month, unless things go horribly awry like they did last month, once a month we pick an old video game-related cartoon, and we watch it and discuss it here on the show. And, well, we had the misfortune of having to watch an episode of The Adventures of Super Mario Bros. 3. According to IMDb... Okay.
This is why I'm mad at Dean.
Because
we had to watch this twice. Because he was supposed to be here like a month ago. And I was like, well, fuck. I haven't seen this stupid episode in a month. I better watch it again tonight. And it didn't get any better on the second.
Sure didn't.
Yeah, I'm sorry we had to watch it again. That's my bad. It's pretty fucking bad. I thought Sonic was bad. This is arguably worse.
Yeah, no argument necessary. This was legit.
None.
This was legitimately worse. Like, look, the Super Mario Bros. Super Show isn't exactly a masterpiece, but
okay,
yeah, this show took a dip in quality.
Yeah.
But let's get a few of the basics out of the way here. This show originally aired on October 13th, 1990. This is like a follow-up show to the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, right? Super Mario Bros. Super Show was Mario 1 and 2. They renamed it to The Adventures of Super Mario Bros. 3. Lou Albano and Danny Wells were no longer on the show. They jettisoned the live-action segments. They got voice actors that sounded kind of like Lou Albano and Danny Wells to do Mario and Luigi. I believe Princess Toadstool and Toad were both the same voice actors. Bowser definitely is. Sorry, King Koopa definitely is. And the quality just fucking toilet tanked. Show's bad. And it should feel bad for being a show. It's bad.
Yeah,
the premise of this show, of this episode...
They didn't make it past the first, one season, right? I only saw one season out.
Right, because then they changed it to Super Mario World.
Okay, all right.
Because that was when Mario World came out.
Gotcha,
so then we got the Super Mario World cartoon, which is, I think, actually worse than this one. It had the really creepy Yoshi with the sad voice.
Yeah.
Oof. Mm-hmm. But anyway, the premise of this episode, the Koopa Kids are basically giving Bowser a headache while he's trying to figure out how to steal money from the Pipe World vaults. And so he uses his magic wand to bring the TV star Mighty Plumber, who is like a plumbing superhero who goes around fighting like mutant clogs or something that the Mario Brothers idolize. And he brings him to life out of the TV and says the Mario Brothers are evil. We got to stop them. And then he uses them to try to steal the money. Then obviously, Mighty Plumber realizes the error of his ways. They all team up and beat King Koopa, and he gets returned to his TV to stop a woman from drowning in her own kitchen.
Yeah.
It sucks so bad. It was so fucking bad.
It was bad.
Look, first things first.
Like, Bowser's a wizard, right? Or Kamek's a wizard. Somebody's a fucking wizard in that show. And none of them thought, with their evil genius plan, they were like, hey, we're going to pull this guy from the TV and we're going to try to convince him that the two plumbers are the bad guys here. Maybe I shouldn't look like a fucking monster while I'm talking to him.
Well,
nope. Just this weird dragon fucker is like, hey, those normal-looking dudes, they're bad. And Mighty Plumber was like, well, I fucking hate Italians, obviously. They're very stabby. So I'm going to fucking believe what you said, because it fits my racist narrative.
Let's reduce it even further to, a more core thing. So, early on in the episode... Actually, no, not early on. Halfway through the episode, Bowser lets the brothers know that he's robbing the bank and they should come get him. And the way he does it is by having a fucking piranha plant go through their window and scorch it on the wall. And
okay, wait a second, because I have notes about that. Because the piranha plant... I have questions about the window, because he's standing next to what appears to be a closed window, right? There's the lines that would be between the panes of glass. But the window doesn't open. The piranha plant just goes through it.
He can phase.
Barfs a giant fireball on the wall that somehow translates to the exact message that King Koopa's trying to say. But glass isn't broken, so is he just standing next to a window that has a pattern of bars in front of it?
The Mario brothers are plumbers. They're not contractors. They're not very good at building houses, okay?
Clearly. What the hell?
Yeah, and like, why would you let the people that you don't want to be there at the bank while you're robbing it? Why would you let them know that you're gonna be there? Like, shouldn't the mighty plumber guy just be the backup? Like, we didn't need a reason for the Mario brothers showing up in that fashion. Maybe because it's a bank, they could just hit the, call the Mario brothers button, like most banks have for police, Why would that be so crazy? No, let's just fucking burn it in on their wall. That's good. That's better.
Outstanding.
With the fucking phase shifting piranha plants.
So I wrote down Mighty Plumber is a cross between Indiana Jones, Crocodile Dundee with a dash of Captain America.
I was going to ask, like, is he like a nod to another earlier iteration of Mario? No, right? He's just some fucking tool.
No. He was clearly designed to look like popular heroes of the time in popular culture. Like, that's this show in a nutshell, is they were always pulling from, what was going on in pop culture and media culture, and doing a piss poor job of it.
Oh, so bad. So fucking bad. Yeah, the other thing was the overuse of video game sound effects. It was constant, and like I didn't
love that about these shows. It's terrible, but it always tickled me as a kid.
Yeah, like as a kid, I think that's why I didn't mind or I didn't notice. But now watching as an adult, I'm like, it's so just because it's like someone put a recorder up to the television while they were playing the game, and that's how they got it. It's not. It doesn't sound good. Like
every movement is like every footstep.
When he runs, they do the fucking the wing noise.
Yep. It's crazy how in-depth it goes. It's nuts.
It's real fucking bad. Yeah.
Well,
but I will say that I did think it was really cool that the music was accurate. Like, they had a totally unique rendition of the map music for Pipeland from Mario 3 playing throughout this episode. And I was like, well, that's pretty cool, because they keep saying they're in Pipeland and they're playing the music from it. That's kind of neat.
My thought on that is maybe they had that from like the first season, because I can't imagine that they skimped that much on the art design or just the art in general, but you put that much into the sound design of the show.
I mean, they probably recorded these songs. I mean, I don't think they put a whole lot of effort into it, but they probably just recorded renditions of these songs once at the beginning of the season, and that was that.
I guess I would imagine you have to pay someone, money to do that. But then again, I'm sure Randy in accounting knows how to play the keyboard well enough to do this.
I mean, I'm sure there's credits. This was a Deke production. Like, obviously, it wasn't super in depth, but I think they would at least spend the time making background music for the show, because they understood how important that was. They weren't going to go writing a whole lot of original music, but I thought that was neat. I do love Bowser. Bowser's by far the best character in this show. I love it when Mighty Plumber was just like, I gotta save this lady. And he's like, she can wait. Come on, help me out. He literally said, she can wait. And the delivery was just like, chef kiss. He's so gloriously evil. And then there's all the fucking... Look, I love puns. I love them. But, God... Oh, meatballs! I often forget how much they made these characters talk about pasta. Because they're Italian, They're always talking about spaghetti.
In case you missed it, they're Italian.
I really hope that they had the Kraft mac and cheese commercial play after every freaking commercial break. Because how wouldn't you? It was all Mario Brothers back
Mario
then.
World mac and cheese around this time. Oh, it was Mario World, so I don't know how the timing lines up on that, but those were good commercials.
Did they actually have Mario mac and cheese commercials? Because I don't remember them. I just remember seeing it at the store.
Oh yeah, there was definitely I'll send you a YouTube link. There's definitely it was for the Mario World mac and cheese, or cheese and macaroni.
I mean, I could eat that. That's the only Kraft mac and cheese I want. Like, I don't want any
Nintendo
of the other
cereal
ones.
so bad. I loved that awful stuff as a kid. I want to taste it again so bad.
One day.
That's what she said.
One day I'll bring it back for you, Kris.
Because she's got taste. There you go. There's a YouTube link for the Kraft macaroni and cheese Super Mario commercial, which is
the screen cap already makes me want to buy the Kraft mac. Oh God. Oh, better times. Oh well.
Yeah, good stuff.
Easier times.
I don't actually have a whole lot more to say about this one. I mean, I wrote
that shit was awful.
The phrase "fellow drain surgeons." I wrote down because that was a thing that was said out loud on this show. And it's also the fucking music, the musicals, right? I can't remember for sure, but I seem to remember like all these episodes having original songs in them, or at least most of them. The Koopa Kids would sing some sort of shitty surf rock song based on whatever was happening in the episode. And oh god, that part was like the way the Koopalings are drawn in this show is
trash,
unforgivable.
Yeah,
it's offensive. They're horrid looking.
I also like it. It kind of sounds like they're calling whoever the hell has the wand the wrong name. Because I can't quite make out what they're saying, but it definitely doesn't sound like any of the names that I remember.
I think they got their names ultimately right, but it's hard to tell with the voice acting because they all sound terrible.
Yeah,
they'll sound as bad as they look.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah, those musical that song. Ugh.
It's all bad. God. Like, I don't watch this. I mean, I assume that's going to be the end of each one of these episodes. Is us just saying don't watch this because, like, I mean,
don't watch it though.
I've been on 2 of these so far, and neither one of these were worth watching.
Well, I guess we're going to find out if the next one is.
Oh, shit.
Because we're not stopping.
Well, I'm excited to know what's next, but I'm sure you have a whole plan to get to that point, so I'm going to let you keep talking.
I don't have a plan. I'm loading up Plex right now. I'm going to go to the playlist and
the Plexometer.
Here it is, Cartoon Express. I'm going to hit random. I'm going to hit the old shuffle and see what we land on. I know we had a bunch of people excited about Donkey Kong Country. I'm really hoping that we'll get the Battletoads pilot episode. That sounds like a good time.
You hope for weird shit.
I do. I want us to suffer in fun. All right, so we haven't done a Mega Man. Oh, we did a Mega Man. We've done Mega Man. We've done Sonic. I think this was our first Mario. We did both the Sonic shows. All right. Mortal Kombat, Wing Commander. Yeah, this is glorious. All right. Let's hit shuffle and see what happens. Oh, man. Yes.
Oh, good.
We will be talking about for the next stop on the SAG Cartoon Express is Captain N the Game Master, Season 1, Episode 11, In Search of the King.
Can't wait.
Let's see. Kevin, Lana, Simon, and Duke go to the Mirror World to rescue Lana's father, King Charles. Meanwhile, their opposites travel to their world. Finally, Kid Icarus and Mega Man send... I'm excited. Oh, boy. Captain N. Well, at least a different show. We didn't wind up back on another Mario episode, but oh, yeah. Let's watch some Captain N, folks. I'm excited.
I'm something.
Oh, this is a full 22 minutes. This isn't one of those 15-minute episodes like we got for... Because that's another thing about that Mario 3 episode. It was short, but it did not feel that way.
No, it felt very long.
No. It took a long time to get to where it was going.
It was like... I think it was only like 12 minutes or something long. And I remember watching it and thinking to myself, okay, this has got to be close to done. How has it only been 5 minutes? Holy shit.
And we didn't even have to do the Mario.
We didn't. We didn't have to get to. All right? It's not have to.
That's true.
Getting to do the Mario is a privilege.
I would have loved to have done the Mario. That would have been a good palate cleanser.
You know, swing your arms from side to side.
Fucking stupid soft.
Come on, it's time to go do the Mario. Take one step, and then again.
All right. We're done. Good night.
I would stand up and do that in my living room as a kid after every episode.
As a kid, you fucking did that shit last week. Oh, fucking bullshit. Anyone on this podcast. How dare you? There are patrons that pay their good hard-earned money to hear you spew fucking lies.
I didn't say I didn't do it when I was an adult. I just said that one does not preclude exclude the other.
It certainly does indicate it, though.
Well, because I was saying after school. I don't go to school anymore, but I would live for that show after school.
From school.
Not
That's
in
true.
Summer, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it's not on TV anymore.
Maybe you should, because they're just standing there.
They're just sitting around in the heat, waiting for me to come get them.
That's right. Waiting for Dad. Where's Dad? He's in the fucking living room doing a goddamn Mario.
And they respect that because I taught them to. Anyways.
Dad, not now. I'm doing the Mario.
I am doing the Mario. Your mother.
I'm doing it hard.
Oh, God.
Gross. All right, fucking enough.
Yeah, we
Done.
did it. That's it. Thanks for listening, everybody. That is our show. Join us next time when, God willing, I think I'm going to do, God willing and the creek don't rise, as Dan would say, I'm going to aim for getting a trivia episode together. I have no plans yet. I don't even know who the guests are going to be, and I'm going to work on figuring it out this week. And if I can't pull it off, then we'll think of something else. But I'm going to aim for a much overdue trivia episode because it's been a long time.
Aim high, sir.
I always do. We're on most social media platforms, and if you want to get in touch with us, we aren't very difficult to find. All it takes is a quick look at our show notes, and you will see links to our social media accounts as well as all manner of other fun stuff, like a link to our namesake, StoneAgeGamer.com, and more useful links than you can shake a joystick at. If you'd like to get early access to this show's episodes, as well as a bevy of other shows on the Geekade Podcast Network, check out our Patreon, also linked to in the show notes. It helps keep this show running week after week, and all our patrons are loved and appreciated. This show's theme song, Squared Roots, was written by Banjo Guy Ollie. You can learn all about his wonderful music and more by following the link to his YouTube channel, also in the show notes. And finally, as always, we'd like to thank our intrepid editor, Evan, for making the show listenable for all you folks. We'd like to thank all you folks for listening in the first place. That's it, everybody. On behalf of Dan, Dean, and myself, keep playing games.